ode to so yemfa seda emfa ema engineering team no achu agbo worker otiakwa na najare na aboaje na adasan kroma esanmra ne da agina se sempro the facilities team no so ede big solo and dada and Godfred the friend Ubrana ai na fe so no na aye mapuna na DJ Bosco na mail so asanmra ne se tetai na yede akọ na yehu de ye ho nti ye kwe susu no ensambe ne daba maso na no memene da eye MPP fo woni akwa akoyi woni flag bearer ama Dr. Muhammad Bawumia at 56% ana omayino edinaba open up eye 33 percentage points ahead of Kennedy Kwame Akompre kwa Japan and thereafter so no eye Bre Champon doc and so ebaye na eye aduchum eye say aduchum ono so asem edawo na fei kwabena je Japan the tough man ono so no ye ne den say ono so ebaye into aftermath ana yenyina ye bedwendwene ho na ya hwese de besi afa ye de ebekro Gusuneti Enit 100.9 FM na various newspapers ebaye no Daily Guide na odibaye was Bawumia grabs clear victory with 56% na odibaye was na rallies MPP for Bawumia na ono so odetoa so na Daily Times osi 5 months arrears cleared na local government minister na niaje say sika that was here the Emma Ghana Association of Assembly Members omonsa etimi aka na Chronicle so na ode ebaye Chronicle so it's Bawumia again it is possible spirit reigns na yene Dr. Asa Asante entwetwe enkomo kakra Dr. Asa Asante lecturer at the University of Ghana na yene doc ya mo afin siapa
yeja
doc na wi an hote sen aftermath of MPP flag bearership Dr. Muhammad Bawumia is him again. Chronicle puts it, it's Bawumia again. Your thoughts?
Nia edikan mamin for we free so na memmo MPP fu abaso se wototo niema yi ma battle no nkekan bi ama eye fe eye akono na eye de ni edikan ni eto so ebiem wo hwe police fo nso ya bangbo gina nan so papa enenti yewu IGP mo bona baso na mesan so bo delegate no ngeto aban se wodi mraso na woto aban fefefe nia de wo democracy mun se so wo kodi nkuku ya ujetum so medi nkuku mko yire manwa ye adwuma na dafofo ni gina won ato ama won edi nkuku ni jetum na won a wodi nkuku no bo Bawumia chirewu the wedding kunim nura tiaso to your wedding maso and only the spirit behind democracy wo meye adwuma say no nkoda wo hwese ne a ekoi na yi wo ngi Bawumia na ngi ni na any chire and say Bawumia sani a minimu no a fine gentleman yanti ni maybe mfa no ho corruption ho ye enunti no kwala misi obi ase onye corrupt obi wa dance for dia obi tumi dia ba eno de na ni minimu ne afei tani ma no danchena wo ba be hwe Bawumia say one campaign na wo ye no say na nkofo cassette chui cassette tia won no akasa wo katia no obetime yi ano yana yasem kasema obetime yi ano afi ni niam ono so kekan workers are suffering ni niam wonya tumi ndem wo ye economy ye wura kufu ado ka kire nze ode Bawumia reba esane say ono na economics wa bin wo mu no babo ya first term wo bo wo humode second term if you want to share hwegu for moment manya wo hwe na maybe say na ura ba umia ahefa na no na economics na wahi ya chain no nenam asase bi a wo friend biggest asase so o ya nyama na economy na finance sankonta na beba na so o wari anu yi yo efe 1.7 million MPP voters won na ekon wo so ngankoto aba na ngankoto aba yura ba umia be den na obesanga nya sa ni pe ama 2028 won abeto aba man eho ase ade edin ni titiru so wura ba umia woto aba wie ondumi nye bibia wo party ni mu ya aka nipa koma no won akese o efe de ebesanga aba eninti saa hono no woka na adwemu ya mena na won ye campaign na wo ye campaign na nso tia ba umia ene nzama won akan obetuma sakra na so na kura mukurambu obetuma ye campaign amana ni titiri owi Abraham Champon ene Kennedy nsama wo ye keka won campaign mo no hone ama so tanzam obetuma dangani obedi ba omi echi na obisa won sa question na obetuma yi ano asemni ni
enti se wo ye ba omi strategist anka afutuo be na be ma no
afutuo wo ne se ni be bua no wo sa ni emu se sansem no wo keka ni na tips gu ho wo betena se no ahwe bia ne se no be yi ano ade ba ku edika ni atusu ya biem running mate wo be fan ono etese wo fobia obetuma bua number bia ba omia aye mrewo ana watu sin wa be hye na ma mpembe bi ngofu nim ne ntia wo fa running mate ye fa running mate ni nan sama bi tanso ye hwe se baby a flag bearer na hoden okofom oye mrewo no na wa fa obi wo ho be hye woden nti so uru aba omi oye economy through and through no ukwu bi aka no ho a hefa na oye week wo ho na odi obi aba no wa be hye wo efe ni oba fa ni bi o ye hwe so o constituency to more baby aba omia ntaban nu ho no ono ntaban kre odu ho wetima twen sakra na ba efe wuhwi obi nso ya onim bribi enu nti dodo na jeni di so abranji de wodan ba ha na ba be wa ben wa ba yenkwa America owura Biden owura Obama fan as the vice president is an say Obama wonim na de o ye lawyer through and through na Biden no ye diplomat through and through for foreign policy na wa ben wo mu. Now America is what it is because of foreign policy and you see bribia no hu bi ya wa ben wo foreign policy nti no ka na ba this anye maybe say it is so to me hwe na onya running mate bia obetuma esa adwuma na baba balance ni ticket na efei watuma hwe ye be ya 1.7 no obetumi ayi bibia abo ya enche na mekokuma ase na otu abani wie na mekokuma ase na me say loro kwa na kokuma ase ni baby ye MVP stronghold and watu na geja mu ta saman mi ni say santafo won kuma to won yem wo wo hwe party na party ni no ngani ni wo so kwan no so enunti enei dan wo be na wo de sa saman ba wo bi ya no den nti nkomo wo ho nkomo nketen wo ho ani akese nso wo ho
3 more questions na yemra na yenya oda kokodi juma foforo 3 years ahead of general elections Dr. Muhammad Bawumia yayi no ebeko ye di amano ana enko ye di amano given the length of time what they be campaigning
bring the same be matter na wo wani but you make the best out of the situation and unity opo wompo braso say oye ne ete so oye na party ne fanenta ba pefura ade ba akon ete so oye ne say otume kan wo nyina abom na won a won bu afu won a party ni nu ngani ni won a kata bi akwatia won na honi ama otume ye na efe ni American akekan eno so oye bom otume ya me je di say oha wo ho aso beto na efe wode won ani to say dakese ne be den ba to fu ojom bi e me be o se hwehwe urade ne na dakese ne mtu koma won ntuma nya sa ne men ya dakese ne betu won koma papa
national campaign sikasem national campaign resources. National campaign logistics. 3 years into general elections, no. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, obenya the resources, obenya the logistics, obenya the funding, they are conducted such a national campaign.
Oh, me get this obenya. Esan say wonya anka wins wombo say worry election na won akọ. Yanka who the party no. To me few ones them nche. Enti ngoda so won timim. Aha, intimidate say resource obenya. Esan say nya o kan no kware. Ene den say abato de urokwa wunya niema horo ebiesa. Nya me friend RSM resources, strategy, and message and manifesto. Yo, and unti resources and wapu wompu loka ko yaba. Inti a one de danko monoma eming menu yenti esan say what one say wouldn't to me ya anga one ma early congress sa. Inti bi dey so won abua wo. Inti a one de yenya ma won nanye won adene.
Na fe ne kura no. Say Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, ne strength, there be an ahoden wo. Would you agree to suggestions to say ne strength economy? Now, if indeed ne strength economy, Musa Dankwa of the info analytics, actually say nipa 4. Yedomo bebe nyina NDC biti mi domo benya, omo nyina biti Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. The first person odine baye Kisel Atuba Forsen, the finance minister, says Dr. Muhammad Bawumia and the Tamswa will be beaten. If indeed Dr. Bawumia ne forte, ne strength, the economy, what's your view of Dr. Bawumia performance as an economist to that of the current finance minister?
Ushe Bawumia, you to me say, or your doctor. Na ne doctorate degree na economics enunti memuna nimtia wo economics mo say wa be na ana nia eha obi a na say anga wa ben a owura kufu adon so na yehu say woni the new Adam Smith na wo baba boya na o men ya fa ne ntama pura wo o men sika nkonta na ne nhihye mekira economy ehho ne man efe de den na ti aben na mrebo pasai asemni ni owura Bawumia second term na ye dem economics no nim ni nyina inflation dey yensem niema economy gina na nan so ni nyina nso dey enkoy nti ubi say na economics na way eno njire say kasa mekan mebu na nim tiazo onim economics eno de mintu menka na emom na owo sa experience ni nyina e ba ne dem mo na mo radio station dey o say ecosi dem da show na way ni dingi ya medapa
ai first Philipus ebunsu wone nkwala bombade a se bra me no ka say o moti fufu ase e wala ploma
ye nke ko sida oni ni nyina nke ho no obi betuma sonso aka say oh opening no na ade no ni nyina ye ho hwe obi betuma ke so oh ade no kura onim eyensem bebre na mmom o hawada owura Bawumia no so that questions nyina beba na so o wanu yi
Dr. Kwame Asasante, awie yebede wase na brepam osusu yebetena se one on one na fe no ya hwe all angles and possibly nipa 4 no a NDC 4 say ya to force you say ya Haruna say ya Sirin Ketio say ya Julius Zebro na ye de ho nkomo
mate no ura bibi abafam meje muso adamas
right enti Sabre we say Dr. Kwame Asante and wote nene that worker say with me I was appearing on 050 600 0909 050 600 0909 Wafake on social media and Wafake on Facebook Live Neat FM or say congratulations, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, and our greetings from Koso Ediama, Honorable Moses Abo. Galam said, so also for ADAKABRI, what is the outcome of the gold in the container seized at of Anko last year? And then also, Kumen Sapila too. Also, Congratulations to MPP for beautiful elections. My MPP family. Let's all embody sacrifice and service. Unity is crucial as we build and prepare for 2028 elections. We must put aside our differences and work together towards a common goal of kudos to Hajia Safia Muhammad. And Nana Pon so the open letter to Baumia and or the Ebaye. Nina Mono, now the Aba. Young Shay, as some of that one mutia wape, Dr. Mama de Baumia, and ene MPP for Aquaco, you know. Aftermath of Dr. Mama de Baumia, you know, as the flag bearer, no, I know, and yedi home common. Na Dr. Asasante yatenenka. Yanko, na yane the executive director, Global Info Analytics, Musa Dankwa, and Kochonko Makaka. Baba Dankwa, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And I say, Musa, we a lot of forecast and answer your day.
Majatu.
What you have to say, check?
Majatu.
Na me wa fase baako such a handsome gentleman your friend no Enoch Sapon Davuchi na dodo na de friend no on Facebook live on Facebook and was nipa baako a medi mani bu ya kai yes Kennedy Kwame Akompre ku din kunimu a enke me truly no atimi wisa no pa de nanka ye the lotto forecaster Musa Dankwa notwithstanding Dako, the jeans no would be there broken. The jeans, what is the jeans around Musa Dankwa? A year and Oxapon Davuchi, I expect it to be broken in the next few years.
Look, nothing will be broken over because we are doing things scientifically. We are doing things vigorously using scientific methods. We are doing things in a manner that research and polling should be done. And once it is polling and research that is being done properly, the only thing that would change the outcome mostly is by rigging an election.
Mate, my yense Jumasi. Musa Dankwa a forecasting actually used the word prediction, a predicting. Said Dr. Mama Baumia, Ebenya 57% in the last national opinion polling tracking. And then Dr. Mama Baumia garnered 56.4%. How accurate? And I would me yes, way. Idi, I'm saying we appear to be losing Musa Dankwa. You must not try to beam. Idi. You must not try to beam. It's your best say you beat me and receive Musa Dankwa back onto the line. Na yet me de ako yanim. Na Blade Jasper. Also good afternoon, Father Cabrin. And Honorable Carlos. And Happy New Year. Na Brown upon Oswafa. MPP should forget about 2028. It's the same old baggage they carry. And what they buy. Now, Musa Mohammed, and also for good afternoon. Today is my birthday from Dambai, Napeso, right? And the executive director, Musa Dankwa, now Yebusa say, who predicted that Dr. Bama de Baumia be 57% in the last opinion sampling now. In fact, Dr. Bama de Baumia got 56.4%. How accurate? And I would me say,
offer me that. Overkind your report no me indicate say our confidence level for this survey is 99.9%. And the margin of error for the prediction on 3%. We were very confident to offer. Any delegate here in common over a period of say 5 months or so. Saturdays and Sundays. We knew what we knew. We were very confident that this is what was going to happen. Because I've already posted no one life here. You come back to the same outcome.
Let's just say you are telling us that scientifically, no, ubet me I predicted BB ahead. Abra na your opinion, your sampling, enyanye. You must not try to say between me saying Musa Dankwa. Bomb your home audience say between me Musa Dankwa between I was up here on 050-600-0909. Na yajibre said line no na into me corner see a panel. Then so no said the Chronicles no. I say it's Baumia again. It is possible spirit reigns. And or the Dr. Mama Baumia by Daily Graphic. I say Baumia set sights on 2028, rallies MPP for battle, sweeps 14 regions. And Dr. Mama Baumia, in fact, in terms of constituency, quite 84%. And or sign at the buy na the custodian, right? Yane executive director Musa Dankwa Antoine Komonoso. Right. Idi yade wasese yensa aka obiem. Enti na ugusu a wo kire yemu de ye a utime predict bibi ahead. Etime ka kire say Mama Odubaumia ebenya 57%. Na actually onya 56.4%. Na ugusu kire yemu how you are able to predict with that confidence.
You don't be passionate, sir. Who can you report now? We were saying, you said your confidence level is 99.9%. Because 7 days you are, it's not my 100% prediction. It's 99.9% confidence. And that level, no, NMI is both sides, with confidence, margin of error. We understand. Now, our system, a best friend delegate, randomly across all over the country, randomly. We understand consistently. Now, the same for no one offer. Nothing will change. Nothing will change.
But it is nothing will change. Nothing will change. I will say. Skill bang and a globe and say nine and a gusua high adjune ever has a yantra say be used to ye be improvised we so me and share the ebeco yan say be improvised we so yan share the ebeco say a dinty and a year na line a year say Enti gusuneti na ye hwe se de Musa Dankwa. Okay, enti no ma yan trash betimi no adi nkomo e de free as edi. Right. Na ye busi ya ho se skill ben na woni staff of Global Info mo na appear to be able to say mo betimi predict bibi ahead.
Papa, you have a delegate. Yes, Roma, yet in China, the Bonkomo Kama, or still on country of Kwanwa, Mono Bedino, Ubo will be a need. And your systems are a use delegate. I want all the delegates, polling station executives of number, our system. No, in a Pija not to be randomly in the manner every proportional to the region's responses. So your way sample no the Accra Enyambe Dodo na Ashanti region, na Eastern region, na Central region, the smallest region in the country. You very know the views no very reflective amount for being. And there is no omuni ye, omati ye omuni mayo. Yes, more confidence in us than the Akano. Omo kan 20 omo se ye be hunu and that confidence is very important.
But yet here they also can make some more deductions so.
We I don't know say if you be on country. Meanwhile, over no boss must you upon a basu to mean country over.
Oh, now yes, I say, mu process responses no.
Absolutely. If you are the bear big no, I'll not disclose. That in their prediction now, you share in some amount catch before make us on.
Okay, still on predictions. And what me I predicted accurately, Dr. Muhammad Baumia say Ubenya 57%, and in fact, Unya 56.4% from the earlier 61%. And now, or the bar from Tibisha say yes, simultaneous equation. Say 61 equals to 41, 56 equals to what? That I will look for a statistician or catch me. Young Concord, December 2025. Now, what me I predicted, not knowing Nipa NDC for the beba, but what me I predicted say ahead of the 2028 elections. Said Dr. Mamba de Baumia yet the bar first Obelusu against Kesa Atoba Forcing of the NDC. What me as I predicted. Secondly, said Dr. Mamba de Biadneba, Nasa NDC for at the Haruna Idrisu. A lawyer Aduna Yadneba or no so Dr. Bamad Babia Ebelusu against Haruna. Then thirdly, what I can say, Yadia doing Ketiaba on the ticket of NDC, not Dr. Mamad Bamia, I said Katiasusu Ebebitino. Then lastly, what's to say Yadi Julius Dabraso on the ticket of NDC bar, Ubebiti Dr. Mamad Baumia. How are you able to say this in December 2025, ahead of the 2028 general elections?
Let me correct something. I mean, one important correction. And no any prediction. The other two done any prediction. A year, what test I didn't down December. It be sound say the NDC could at 2-4. Now you got 2 abandon and then now come face to face with Baumia. Fine of it, a December time, no, the question. If the Abano can 2 December, no, let Haruna this one not forcing any Baumia. Ah, my thing, Obakaya, Abanoso, between 2020.
In the views represented December 2025.
Yes. And the views, no, is largely driven by the sentiment of the people about how the country or where the country is headed. It is a final HR. Number 6.
I think me demographics no. Delegates are Wamukoko Yi, Dr. Muhammad Baumiano. Majority of them, as per data from Global Info Analytics, are JHS graduates, junior high school graduates. Do we know the data of the total Ghanaian electorate? No, or majority?
Yes, over majority Ghana have. I think most of them are senior high school graduates. Almost junior high, less than 20%, about 19% or 18%. Indonesia, Ghana is a 19% senior high school, but MPP 43%. But among Ghana 10, MPP 11, and almost the same.
And tell us more about sad data of say MPP a little over 43%, a year JSS graduate. Na national figure no 18, 19, 20% and a GSS graduate. What does it tell us?
It tells us the notion that MPP is an elite party no doesn't reflect in their demography of delegates.
Now level of education say JSSO, SSO, tertiary. Does it translate into ability to make better choices for elections, Anna?
Not directly, but it affects your campaign messaging. How would you cast your message? But only will be our own debater or argument is different. And I hear the same argument to somebody at home for invest their different approach. Especially campaign messaging and their approach and strategies.
Yet you see here, na campaign messaging no, I just will be a kiss no, appreciation no, said the JSS ni be fanonko, said the SS ni be fanonko, said the tertiary ni be fanonko. Into also no, the kind of message keys, no, the way you open the keys, yes sir.
And also the kind of promise you make to them. Me ba memo adwumayo. 54% omukura junior high na omukura bida. Abai adwuma ben na obinya ma kan krofu.
Enti chese womo doso. Then you can easily sway them so. Oh, me ba memo adwuma ya no mutire yo mo de. Afi oba no so kofa certificate bra.
No, the how say qualify. Into no man promise man promise obetumi di adwuma aba ama obi a oben no ne ba inua ne nyonko onum say on qualify. Into no the premier. How do I get that benefit? Improving the adema obi and after day.
My young say wa ma Dr. Brian Champon that high hopes. Giving Dr. Brian Champon, who can say in the Volta region especially, Kennedy ebe beat Dr. Baumia in the Volta region. But now Dr. Baumia was slightly behind Kennedy. And I just say Dr. Brian Champon now or under 10s. Actually, Dr. Brian Champon sweeps Water region and Baumia stays next to him, and then Ken is a distant third. Oba can say a isolated case, Anna.
Yes, outlier. Utie their course work. I didn't even know what Brian can do. And if that factor, but there were about 32% I'm not disclosing. Uncle of Nomia Brian. And also the last minute campaign gap now can go to Mumandino. Stata Bibia everywhere. And in fact, we gave Brian 13% headline polling. Last margin of error 3%. What the come because 16. But he got 18.5, which means he did 2.5% higher than the prediction.
Yeah.
And Kennedy, he did 2% worse than the prediction. So Ken collapses and Brian benefited.
Ken collapses and Brian benefited.
Yani
Ura Musa Dankwa ena etwetwe enkomo oye executive director Global Info Analytics. As it is now, we offer say a Dabuchi and Oxapon. But you see there Ubia ni Lotto forecaster Musa Manso. It's just a matter of time. The genes will be broken into Yugosua Yedi Nkomo. Now, in the Asante region, last tracking poll, no, na one cassette Dr. Muhammad Baumia, Ubenya a year 42 out of 44 constituencies. And the Asante region only a Duchum, our Bosomchi, and a Brian, I have one southwest. And a Dr. Muhammad Baumia is Swipu Asante. What does it tell us?
Look, Usha Asante margin last time was very, very big. And at the point where I said there was no way Ken was going to win Asante because of how Brian was doing. So we didn't allocate the consensus to the region because to a candidate or any micro level, we didn't go there. We start at a regional level. And if we can't win Asante region, there's no way we're going to win MPP primary.
It is a share the number of constituencies are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia winning here out of the 276 constituencies now. Percentage wise, no. Now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia won 84%. How do we reconcile that with 56.4% vote for the popular one?
Offer simple. Oko half you can win the whole region. Enru 3 or Greater. So the weight of the constituency. The weight no Greater any Ashanti region, and Eastern region. But you can have it getting the same. Yeah, only a small constituency, only population star. Oko have the same thing. Oko the same thing. So those are very, very small in terms of sizes. But you can count them in terms of numbers, but they don't bring enough votes.
Answer na Obekono. Ma share dynamics in Susubi. In the constituency like Kabori.
Yes.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia pe and otimi scale ye. Obia and the competitors for Obia 0.00000. But then you come to the southern side of the country. Now baby cry obi stronghold say a futu one motoma 84% etoma ken no kra so a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nyabi. And so what does it tell us about one more one off? It may come one side yina emphatically 100% yatwama we but yaba south na nipakro no wabenya bi na one more supposedly be say a yomo no a stronghold no na they don't score 100%. What accounts for that?
Offer with the ethnic voting bloc. Also an ethnic ground.
The ethnicity woman.
Na Ken only Ewo.
Some agent. It had an agent nan to amano.
That's the problem.
Every say Yakaba idea I work 100%. Yay! I'm Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. A futu 84% for Ken. Nay. A dear Bema who yet national politics. See your 2 months, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 100% to a Yakaba dia. Yay! Let's say your 2 months in the central region. A futu your 84% ma Ken dia. Nay. Edienti.
Internal politics offer by winning. Sometimes make issues out of nothing.
To the extent to say there are whispers. Say Afenyo Markin, a minority leader, now notwithstanding a long-standing loyal friendship with Kenya Japan, Wasenka, Kotuma, Oshema, Futu Fortuma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now the agenda of Afenyo must go. Afenyo must go, no. Asha Asia a cascade.
Oh, but when you say, as a poster, we don't veer ourselves into those kind of issues. Yes, sir. We become political commentators. We leave that to the party commentators. Now, the
you. Finally, lingering doubts. I want to what you say. MPP for wa bemu na nadu don kwa wa bemu. Uja no and away the beba and away the beba and away the beba and away the beba one tijai. But I feel John Dramani Mahama ba bemu. Oh yeah, po ba ko pe. Emma yetimi ade satam ka neche so bia ka se din katia ni Julius Zebra na se din katia. Din katia Julius Zebra se din katia. Afedie Musa dankwa ko bie mu a na je se atofo se ne Haruna ababe wuram. Afe no na memories jaye mi emu man no emfo asebo mayeso afe yante onka biem mibusa o sase mi mai ya no say oh debi obi anka wanu ntum still lingering doubt into re-echo your views.
You NDC for no, me say a ban is tracking for 90 days. MPP, no, monthly because not to Bania. That's the difference. NDC for my date, yeah. And so we'll continue to do the polling based on the public opinion every 90 days. And I don't know any monthly, 90 days. It's every 90 days. Whether they like it or not, that poll will come out. But
And we should look for a year March 30, April 1 thereabout.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in that one, the top 4 for NDC going forward, because the issue top 4 formula will be only 10% and above. The last poll, and they didn't vehicle for head to head. Professor Jenano, I said in Ketia, Arnold Risu, and at the forcing. The rest will be others, so that we have top 4 going forward.
The top 4, no? Vice President replaces Julius Debra.
Aye.
So the prospect of Jenana with Haruna as the running mate. Why you do? Do
Offer. Metamaso.
Idi midawasipa. Right. Eti wase wafa metamaso. Ne time so de aso. Kuzu ne tie neat 100.9 FM. Now wase ye cut top 4 of the NDC. Julius Debra chief of staff wonim Julius Debra so ben no beka say mummy enye president adwuma no na president legacy na dache be me enye ba bia agina enu nti ye de yenka ho yenim ana ene Musa Danko ababeka say top 4 no ato forcing ana sedu nketia na Jane ana ato forcing na Jane ana sedu nketia fourth one no intimi mo ana Haruna voices kakra answer na next interview ne beba no yenkenka messages kakra e wa ha sei yenkenka messages na kakra e wa ha sei na afi no intimi emfa emra yanim enti gusuneti enit 100.9 FM na messages no Mystic Wonder Avuko or say MPP delegates Dr. Machi Boateng of the formerly of the Ghana Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and also so yanino ebedin komoi ai Pasi Machi Boateng amwa ha
Jaja
Doc na wi e ho te san
already Yesu Kristo adaroma me ho ye
Dr. Muhammad Baumia any as opposed to no sound na bay say at 56.4%. Enti afena me per statistician na wahwe say 61 equals to 41 56 equals to what na yetimi aka watem
and safo no and the phone be hamayin
and be hamayin aftermath of MPP presidential primaries. What are your thoughts?
ADAKABRI me dance me chat for. The can is MPP amanyuku mpanifo na omo di sa adwuma no hye wo msana. Adi dwuma asani. Omo bomodin papa. Ni santi ni se party no afi ya shafia na omo edi bibi omo fe no thank you to no ya adwuma no ka jinsem ema metime ho ase epie no na ani so nsem a na ekum no omo nyina so ekum panifo omo keka no abontin so television so radio so no ADAKABRI na happy na akansi a eda no ho adi wa majuku political competition yenimse ya na asa akansi no musi no ani preso pa edi man fears na akwa te say anhe ya competition here or more a budget system. But massa, telephone now me a more jumano dear papa. The tossum you man telephone here no ama Dr. Mamudo they say no. The legitimacy or wa or the economy no I was so change. Now no or the call election because now no. And Penifona to me and come clear. And some will see ma lantamati a few munino. Now I affect Dr. Baumia in legitimacy and casa. This around and you're surprising that the competitors in Ajatu. Then she said, no, Koye, Dr. Baumia, I think we need. Omunina Besson after me. And there's one interesting thing. Elections, a conflict resolution mechanism. As a Oshamanuko year, the outcome or MPP more yahu, eba. Emma, interested actors, our more interested, the dear was so palm, Omunina, Omohutun, Sababia Mijini, Sabia Econo Elconi. More media boys. So I think it is a great outcome. But still, I want to show a few challenges.
Few challenges, no, ebeba. But then, pundits, Asha since Dr. Muhammad Baumia is the first MPP candidate since 1996. Our record a decline. And second primary contest that a year Papa Kofuor 96 and 98 Papa Kofuor appreciated 98 over 96 because in 96 no Papa Kofuor 52%, but then in 98 Okoko drew 64%. And then Omo Nana de Danko Akufuado era no so ba. Nana Akufuado so no 2010. O secure 77.9%. That is over and above 2007. The Unya no. Na Mama Baumia de 62% and we declined about 56%. What do you make of such analysis upon this as I saying?
Also, be entitled to Tiasia or Manamu. I don't know, pension, analysis here or Muye. But me did say, almost your comparisons are terribly wrong. Development by Kubi as you, Dr. Baumia, Kunuya or DA more. So we are pandit no one car. You are simply trivializing a very important issue. Abatuano are united all the key actors and no more issues with the way the party was going. The huge impactor for the Fumpo not long ago. Nkoma Odie Ebenyaye on the quiet. Me, I thought say now I had to say ball as she baby. But about to know, assign academy say no, it might be an isolated issue. And that it might be a normal development with politics. Conflict, disagreement. A normal. About to know the major issues for her and got cracks the baba. About to know be cracks not be. And you know what I see as about to know a unified party to me a stronger than Unbabako about to know so much, especially in another deal, because eventually. And one is so be a Atlanta Martin, a free party. And you can't tell me that 50 something now, Dr. Baumian, a bet me and so be your coy anyway. I will say, you share issues on their own in the context and the time AP. Now, you can't answer. Specifically, how do you call it? I couldn't tell you, I would say, in your statistician, to me, a pointless. A pointless because 2028 dynamics near completely different. 2028, the dynamics near completely different. Elections may not be anywhere. A year. Elections may not be anywhere. A year. It's about me might have won with about 80-something%. 2028, for the NDC to lose. It is not for the MPP to win. 2028. For the NDC to lose. It is not for the MPP to win.
I didn't know what cancer.
The government in power. Emre Bia Owo Enyama Bebrea Emano di Enya Akwanya Echen, the political party in opposition. Emre Bia is governor. And a ye Abaya or Tiakunyasu. A unicorn fee. I am his governor. When it happens like that, it is as if they are deciding to lose the election. The elections of last year, 2024, Nanado, and Dr. Baumia, one more brilliant policies are one more go aquam, one more shed some of mine, Emma or mine, planting for food and jobs. They are reducing import of food items. They are reducing it significantly. Locally produced products are what value I bet me at the export. Juma. One district, one factory, turning raw materials into finished products. And through all this, or reduce unemployment, or reduce poverty, or reduce inequality. And I don't know, ADAKABRI Dr. Baumia would have won hands down. Mismanagement. And maybe I did the incumbent government. It is not the opposition that wins. No. It is not the opposition that wins.
It is our share, say, except 2012. The then president, late Professor Mills, free more. In September 2012, NDC forecast say, John Mahama Mko, what the Coco winning, you know. Obi anyone more since 1992, the first time on the ballot, Wababe winning. So, how are you so emphatic? Say, in 2028, NDC at the first timer would be on the ballot, Ebeba notwithstanding. It is theirs to win and MPPs to lose, or it is theirs to lose for MPP to win. I don't know, Kasa.
The focus will be on the economy at ADAKABRI. President Mahama has every opportunity to leave a legacy for himself and for the party. To work hard, Omani Kaseme China, Omani Munyuma Peja, Emrantiani Mabawan Yuma Yo, or fighting Galamsey significantly. He will be winning for the NDC ahead of time. It will not be the individual or Chinano. It will be the management of the economy by the party as an institution.
Now, in your view, no, you manage the economy ni ye pa as at now.
I say, nipa bebree I comment on President Mahama Juma so far. Yamano A. So far, so very good. Yamano A. Yamano A. Amavo bebree the other issues to whom even MPP analysts. Kojo Opon Kroma, I listened to him. He acknowledged that yes, something good has happened. Nemo and young one. He said, historically, presidents are back on your first initial year, they do well. It is a summary in the air, President Mahama, he has done well. He has done very well.
And he's done well, in your view. What side others opposing views? Could it also be say, yeah, Dr. Mahama about me, I'm metinase. The biomo tenase so na. Be point to certain areas. Mahama buying even with the economy no, underperform to the extent to say over 60 days. Ghana koko akuafo ayaji wo mu koko. Ye ntimi ntwia wo mu ka. Ana koko akrachi fo adwane dwane akope baabi akotete. Would you still say Mahama is doing well? It's over 60 days. Ye ntimi ntwia koko akuafo ka.
ADAKABRI governance a complex if you like issue. And you know the segment to be a sinto abaho, by the end of the day, I've heard the totality of we go to Dr. Baumia. Now you for economic fundamentals number. Now I can't.
But it is a doc. In all fairness, what's the economy no yard? What me opposition members to a punk mamu krase adeno eye. Nesa adene ya. Cocoa until recent time gold body beba yenu. Cocoa edi mainstay. Ye tuya and it's going to be like in recent time yenti bida. Say ubetimi ato obi cocoa. Na 60 days ni just say cocoa kuafo no bronya wo ani. Cocoa clutch for nim eda. Yede ye friend say sika no yeden ebebre wo mo. So you are asking the economy ekoyie ama opon kroma in your view kra support one. Aden na cocoa kuafo over 60 days. Na yentimi ntwa wo moka.
ADAKABRI, I said we mean 1 year. I need to be in government. But the point I'm making is that this issue notwithstanding, the economic fundamentals providing indications that something good is happening to the economy.
Would you anu ye?
Me reference Dr. Baumia.
Yeah, the becho. And the Dr. Baumia Bay say minority in parliament a press conference. I'm a spokesperson on the economy. Betimia be jina wa be catch the Ghana for say. Aban nimra mechirem die ntia cocoa in the world market enjoy favorable figures over $5,000 per ton. Now over 60 days. Would mean to our queer worker. Do you believe say a man or bepa no totroto atimi abon ho samrane say or ye no or ye be pa over the economy ana?
I got the benefit of the doubt with the government. It yank until that time.
The Baumia de intimi ntwen. Timi enhwe Dr. Mahama de Baumia. 3 years to come. And then you decide on the 2028. Logistics, resources, funding. How is it going to be like?
In the party?
For the conduct of the campaign.
Oh, ADAKABRI, the unit here, the elections in Chino. And one of the addresses are near Manina. Adebako a ɛyɛ no kra ne sɛ political party actors no ɔmo nyinaa gye tum sɛ party no na ayɛ machinery a ɔmo de address ɔmo interest nti a ɔmo wɔ amanyɔsɛm mu na mmerɛ biara no like President Kufuor said it is when a party is in government and as our interest no ɔmo bɛ realize it. The moment that sort of understanding aba as a mpanimfoɔ yi nyinaa sɛ ɔmo bɛtaa party n'akyi no ɔmo bɛ mobilize resources sɛ nyɛ nipa baako pɛ Dr. Bawumia pɛ ɛna akɔyɛ ne how sɛ ɔnkɔpɛ bosia me prosecutors are no
but usua bibi free ɛyɛ comments ɔmo yɛ ahead of say na ɔmo ɛkɔto abɛyɛ ɔmo ɛkɔgyegye ɛyɛ Dr. Brachampon sika ɛyɛ Jeff Kunadu Eastern Regional Chairman na no demu a wɔka na magye sika awie so mo san ka nsɛm foforo no ɛnɛ deɛ de bɛ motivate Dr. Brachampon sɛ wɔmfa ne sika nkɔhyɛm biem.
It has to be the person of Dr. Bawumia. It has to be the person of Dr. Bawumia. Dr. Brachampon, at the end of the day, was a business person. And the Omino, Ejina year, and also the Numa Oya, a son of Sneno, and also Ejimi Ejina year, and especially Soma Omua Benmua. Ena tani manema no bitimi akoso yi pa o interest kese wo say the party no be wo aban mu a chen say the party no be wo opposition or interest kese wo he should be ready to support the party to be in government.
And would you support the view say Dr. Brachampon accepted the running mate slot from Dr. Mamad Bawumia?
Matisa and Comono say independent be 8. National G1 or presidential mission. In a way, now quite to say a damn for community. Obviously, what you fool, I'm not on crime.
Adie so Nana do comprensa, answer no oba. Bushman him so yakwan prensa to Dr. Mabad Bawumia 2028 kra no went me ankwa obasa yakwan prensa so na fe Brian ko contest no abeka sa akwa die obetwitwa ne nantini wo you know what I'm saying
because they will not be honest with themselves, with the party, and with Dr. Brachampon. And they were peer. But you know, Dr. Bawumia is their kind. So I'm on fat to me no man. When ya, but once you also about Dr. Bawumia, I'm an Edin Kunim. Now, a more bet me the other be out the bar. I didn't know say a cancer. I'm level for bar. Nice as a prayer. I could not uncle preview. I was a separate issues, you know. It said the core interest of politicians. Individual in nature, in character. Your own individual interest. In most cases, you know, a back together to become a common interest, the party's interest. Where a party, you know, are fighting for the ultimate political power, common interest, you could share. The Kobasa in the party, Akonya Basa Esa Prayer Kunya, Akonya no Emma Quine, the individuals are almost pressure, almost prenu, almost pribi. I was said, and yet, Kamanka be a dear no Ghana, and yam ready can in. And yam ready can in. That argument will not be any serious issue. At least we know that our presidential ambition, we know.
Yene Dr. Kwesi Amache Boateng, or a political scientist, and a Komo. The MPP for Aqua Batuma Kwakuyi, one flag bearer. na ɛkyerɛ asɛm no ɛna yɛdidi yɛn ho nkɔmmɔ yi enti ma yɛnhwɛ Dr. Machi Boateng sese kwan bɛɛ so ɛna wo kasa unity abɛyi Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia wobɛpɛ sɛ ɔmfa so entimi achieve ɛyɛ unity at the top level na ensane ɛnkɔ fam.
Adakabri a challenger abɛhyɛ ne kɔn because of the nhyehyɛeɛ a wɔde yi flag bearer kane no na sesei ɔno na ɔba bɛdi nkunim party no bɛsan ahyehyɛ ayiyi emu mpanimfoɔ aka nyinaa ɛkɔba sɛ at the end of the day party no mu mpanimfoɔ nyinaa kɔfiri Dr. Bawumia kampo Adakabri ɛde ɔhaw bɛba party no po wɔn mpo wɔn bɛto aba ɛna wɔn ayi nipa no yɛto aba this time round ɛnyɛ free and fair conditions ɛyɛ free and fair koraa ne kɔ yiyi Dr. Bawumia akyidifo nko a ɛde ahaw bɛba nipa bebree bɛyɛ kom atena akyire nigiri sɛ ɔhaw kɛse a Dr. Bawumia ɛsɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ na address any
na just say in a subtle way no wo undermine the central theme of say yenkonko yi flag bearer ne kane no ana
Adakabri it was an interesting move. I never supported it.
Because as it is 84% of delegates in the Efutu constituency led by the minority leader Osaine Kwame Nafenyo Markin womo ekoto ma Kennedy Japona akowie say the long-standing friendship with Kennedy Japona, he's been loyal to Kennedy but has not been loyal to Dr. Bawumia as the eventual winner. And for that matter, whispers in the corridors say agenda to more or less do away with Afenyo Markin. Ashasie ede eba. What you know what I'm saying?
That whispers, I'm gonna say party. Why can't we respect the position of the electorate, of the delegates in this particular case? Why shouldn't we take it on the face value and allow things to lie? But whatever it is, one Mukoyi party, especially national leaders, Omunyina fi Dr. Bawumia kampa asembeba ompo asembeba
asembe na betimi aba
asembe na waka chemi Adakabri
ade anu anu mu kwa akoyie ye koyi obi a wano wanya loyal to Dr. Bawumia de ana ono bepede
party no mu bepa pai
But after to say, you just said, say, Omo achieve a unity. The sorry state they found themselves in the past, no. That sorry state, no. Ebia, a sweater, any hobium. I don't know if that was a baby.
I do way the cracks, Baba. Adakabri, about why your party mono. The podcast sign. Yet you check party no to me. Yet you check party no more Japadia. Yet you check. I say a year equity. And the principle of equity, and as I say, Juma, elections or no elections, I need Juma not 2 million in our code if I can maybe I do however. In this case, I do however.
And to said Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia were gaining sufficient traction and Obakan say a hold on the party will be intimately undermined in any way.
Hold obey the support of one more contest here now. And only the point now initially will come. This is how I see it. But I don't see it there. There were implications for the outcome of national election. The 56 point something no an indication says there are other power bases in the party. Any review of constituencies in the party. Constituencies that you cannot ignore. Interest. Tie those constituencies, You have to pay attention to that.
Because I'm coming any idea, no. The idea was say, Dr. Baumia or enjoy high name recognition. Abra Omuko Abatu him, so I am vice president, and I am a running mate for a period of 16 years. I am private a vice president for 8 years, and candidate of the party in 2024. Into now I enjoy a high recognition, not some institutional backing. Into say in a contest, necessarily on your lower percentage than the previous contester. The panelists are suggesting say that is the central case, that is the central plank, because declining matters, yes, the party executives, constituency executives, regional executives, national executives, core activists, say omunye swing voters, omunye core supporters, and if there is a decline in their supporter, and your satisfaction be na Obaka say lucky behind that na.
I won't call it satisfaction. They express strong support for people are almost GD say almost merely the party. No, my understanding is that Ebasa power basis now and yes, support in the elections. They are formidable power bases that you cannot try forward. You can't ignore. You need to respect them. They are formidable ones. Very formidable.
Because in a space of time, now there's a waning support. Na nipa bi enya. At the end of it, Dr. Baumia be ya. A beer will bet me as thermo the slide and begin to climb amongst the party and the Ghanaian voter population, in order to more or less. Also, also make us be winning 2028. I said there's no will be winning. I've been Muzadi.
Oh, to be winning. ADAKABRI, all the uncle. NDC 4 year of Muya Juma. NDC is retaining political power in the elections of 2020. A need Dr. Baumia. Look, I remember me was oh Danima Anoche Ebakra Juma. Can't mean operate here. Oh, Kanchima Anoche Bar Juma. It is for NDC to lose. We economic factors in electoral outcome. Which means your analysis new. Emrebia in all democracy. Economic factors are core issues. They are core issues that touch the heart of human beings. Yeah, I mean every aspect of our life. And you will be our your money. Look, once the President Mahama say, and that Omar a call a president. President Mahama say on why be inspecting projects in Kumasi. A message for the MPP. President Mahama is knocking on the doors of the citizens in Ashanti region. He's knocking on the doors. How are we supposed to compare the year 2000, the voter psychology of the Ghanaian, with the current generation, the voter psychology? 2024. Now you're the assembly ano. 2024. MIA BBI make me say contemporary voter psychology bet me there juma. Elections of 2024. Then in Ashanti region, MPP performance. Then who decided they die no. Voter psychology now work on first statement to be the one is an insult. Say in Ashanti region, Sabi Udo Gan Kraba near the MPP. Ashanti dear Ekatano a man for Betuaba. It was an insult. They insulted the integrity of Ashanti. Omoji free MPP in the elections of 2024. Ashantis are not that gullible. Omo voter psychology is completely different. MPP is learning lessons.
Learning lessons. Now, can they redeem or is too late? Apologies to Wedishe.
They are not in. They don't have the opportunity to redeem themselves. President Mahama has the opportunity to deepen their hold in Ashanti region. MPP hasn't got the opportunity. It is not up to them to win the election.
What's it John Dramani Mahama say? Onua be inspect projects in the Asante region. Ma yenhwe list of ongoing road work road construction was Asante. Na yenhwe the president's personal intervention and the young affable young doctor Noah also regional minister na yenhwe cascading effect on the performance of the MPP and the performance on the NDC. Now, number one, at present, ongoing construction works. If free a year in Suta ede kwa amai va a year fence chebi any atonsu. Kwano contractor ni jina so awoye. Number two, a year bekwa runabout. Edi etwam Dr. Adokufuo fie ye ofa kwa me mechia baby a obi a wone ma Rosemary. Na eno so double road yi one foot road bebrebe no so contractor jina so awoye. Kumasi Sunyan road udru mokpa ho no no a edi free mankran so eno so wo mo ye ka de kotintim wo no mo na ayasem askwa edi etwam wo askwa now they call Georgia hotel honum ye dualize kwan no e ma contractor ne gina so wo ye na o se eye Kumasi inner ring road ahojo runabout wo na so omo eye ho adwuma o se upgrading of Pakoso area roads ufri asokore mampon eba Pakoso e de aba Prade eno so mitwa mo so ma hu contractor no upgrading of Sepetimpom area roads. Upgrading of Adukrom Akurem Sisala line. Was a minor rehabilitation of access and internal roads within Efijasi Secondary School, a fiscal honum, and also a year as a correct for Efijasi for the country. Was a minor rehabilitation of Resco Road. Tepa Senior High School Road, Hospital Road, King Jesus Road, Nana Santia Bebio, Court Lane, Links, and Adamankwa Road, Nina wa Tepa. The Echo Suono. Also rehabilitation of selected roads in Kwabri East and Afija Kwabri South District, and also almost contractor Nijina Sua Warrior. Also rehabilitation of selected roads in Bantima and its environs. Yes, and Subuachi. Was the rehabilitation of selected roads? Bantman says so watch it. One phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And young one says why you was the rehabilitation of selected roads in Bantama and its environs, phase 1. Rehabilitation of selected roads in Bantama and its environs, phase 2. Rehabilitation of selected roads in Bantama, phase 3. Hey, as a many. Rehabilitation of selected roads in Inshiaso, Kumasi. Rehabilitation of selected Kwadaso, Shalom area roads. Rehabilitation of Jamasi, Adadientem, Donaso, Adakwajachi, Kwamu roads, Broni Krom road within the Jusu municipality. Midam, Chachakwani Nina, Chachudru, Adanu Midru, Jabinkura de Chesem, and Asam Kessie, Asphalt Nise Tum, and then Namo Hinabuano. Was the rehabilitation of Jamasi, a year opposite Besianse, no, Besianse, opposite N.A. Jamasi, Kelebio, and Adadientem, and Adonaso, Adakwajache, Kwamo, Broni Krom, Nina Jusu. Rehabilitation of Fadi, Kenyasi Road, El Kwabri East. Was the rehabilitation of selected roads, Ewa Menshia Saf, and Napo Ashaya, a Jeba for lawyer. Was it graveling works on a year Bebri, Menshia Main Road, ICGC roads and links. Or say a year reconstruction of Anyuan Kwanta Obuasi Road, rehabilitation of Ejoso Kumawu Rasu Road, Lot 4, upgrading of Kumawu Town Roads, Lot 6, upgrading of Kojon Kwanta Tutuka Road, Obuasi Nono, upgrading of Kojon Kwanta Tutuka Road, hey, upgrading of Buahun, a year Sasa, Afranchu Road, critical access road, rehabilitation of Bompata Town Roads, Asante Achimsaf Nono, rehabilitation of Bompata Town Roads, Lot 2, rehabilitation of Jasu Town Roads, rehabilitation unpaved of Ejura and Yunofi Road, Lot 18, rehabilitation of Esuta Kwamai Road, rehabilitation of Anyuan Kwanta Mem Junction Road, upgrading of Jansa Adiemra Senche Road, and upgrading of Jansa Adiemra Senche Lot 2, upgrading of Jansa and also Lot 3, upgrading Jansa no Lot 4, upgrading of Marcy Buahun Fida Roads, upgrading of Marcy Buahun Fida Roads grade 2, upgrading of Marcy grade 3, upgrading of Apiedu Donina Bridge, point over River Oda, upgrading of Ntabanu Junction, Ntabanu Fida Road, and upgrading of Fiankoma and Kente Fida Road. Now way, Anna John Dramani Mahamane, Dr. Amwakohine, Wamukwatina Kumasi Akoye, no mutimi ye wi ayanya ne deni.
Adakabre boxing adibi wo. Se yono na okono, no odin kura na olusu guard. When nyina so amona to for mo. Ahwe ya no asori abebo. The Mahama yes no enyo no no kofa ba ye see ya asanteman an to aba said na MPP ehwehwe no. Enyo pe the Mahama no kofa ba dem na badia we make sure say NDC in the 9 basi asanteman mu din. Rosia working one far lakeside le busumke de anka ho. Adakabre aha masheda atieti may pick the mood of people in this area. They are very angry. Le busumke area ina ufri joso babesi kontanasi omushe kwana asika kra omantimi anye regional party chair Afriha, the regional minister Afriha. When you know a member of parliament. Now what year and come up if any be a before a fashion of these people you be one. I feel so and I'm a dino the trigger. NDC Emfa acquiring Kahu, a house an area ready to be grabbed. That constituency has a person king. Among what diagro, American corner, or more diagro. Now a bedi or munya. A bedi or munya. The Mahama or the knockout blow, and I air Zuma nursing Nakutu Bonibi.
It's a deal with the same one. Say, the benda and a koba say enya ferry so be beji atum se me ye NDC ni e wasante
atwamko asante for almost say ukofa ojan e de crack party no ascension the flag etar no mo to aba no ma no nsem wo mo kan no won be to aba no ama obi a obeso mo mo.
And the dog, dog, Mr. Susu, can I now? Is the other Menona, Yadapa, was why I had them here, Mamma Camba, control, and your Yadia. Was it? Who beat baby seven cash, and him was here for. Was it Dr. Boateng talk like shit from his mouth? Tell him MPP started all those projects. You useless journalist. I didn't know you. And why nama MPP just say just a net just a poo and your Mahama Bobo Musa.
I can bring some yeke. I can't know a deal to see. And yes, someone I see the yeka. Then I'm to about a MPP coffee. But I'm a mobile. Anybody want to about a man? Mr. Economic Messiah, Baba, Mr. Digitalization. I feel the economic fundamentals in your view.
Necessity of what we're winning, and then I'll go soon win one win.
Oh, one more to be my own.
Was winning one more.
I media met to my woman.
But ya ni more ya just say otenase pa say Nadia asante pa na I reduce like a rubble. I just say your mama bubo pusa. How can they redeem asante?
Me say it is not for the MPP to win. ADAKABRI in yes and for the account. It is for the NDC to lose.
I just want to ask na si ho. Say what ho. Asante ono nko timi ekonka 9 regions ma ho. Na nsesa kakra kra ka akire. Na woni wo na ekọ na anu wo na eba. Na watimi atena se ma wo opponent aka akire wo say we are a camp party. We see in order to disprove the point that menya a camp party into metua na mon say. Abe no to say na mon say. Abe the nature say reduce like a rubble. E we wan kasa wo backyard. Na fe wo bubo pu. Is it fair? Say me na be kasa me useless. And answer match boat na be kasa sabe o jade na fa na num.
ADAKABRI, Nanado's government had no plans for Ashanti region. I'm blunt here. Nothing. And then I'm after talk. Yet the radio so Kumasi. Ekanya and son almost in Yamaka Kerbias. And then Love FM Kumasi. And I don't pay a morning show. ADAKABRI Kumasi Aquino. Without Tabaha. Don't be tech. Now, kwa for Chrome Asia. Ekwana mumwa sa.
Amwamwa
Overhead bridge na se no. So ka o for mo. Amumwa sa ma. Ebetimi atwu ka na se o ka na.
I say azul tonnage no. Amwamwa nti I spy.
ADAKABRI Kumasi die Kumasi aye no. Lake Busumki. Eso bi ni Ghana ha ba bia. Yen say it was developmental value. Not for the sake of Ghana. You've been building and you may be around it. Now I'm boosting the tourists, you know. And the basic thing to do, I said, no quite obey. MPP were 8 years. They didn't see this. They didn't see it. And this is MA and your quite in Kaho. I have for ready to change hands and to vote for NDC. Some for almost both the Pamian Sana, a Gina Halina. They say, no, I was supporting the John Babina Kofubi Dom, and if you want to go John Babina,
Oh, young conseni.
And some of them can answer Kumakra. And some of them can answer Kumakra. Me, pass, I'm a drama.
And just who is drop will be come.
Me see the mood enya in favor of the MPP. From the Omukusi enya Niamana or Moyanoa. Me see national leaders, Omukoyi, Omuni in Fribabia or Mupebia. Then they will see what will happen to them.
Hey, Doc. It will find comments here saying.
Consultation. AFP. Who ADAKABRI, we a lawyer. Lawyer for any you come up a crowd, will say, away to her.
Hey! Doc, young fancy.
ADAKABRI me do ase ni akonye.
Yes, so there was a papa. Dr. Kwasia Machibuating and Otin. Sandra Banafo on Facebook Live. With me, I was up here on 050-600-0909. Sandra Banafo on Facebook Live was saying, ADAKABRI, whether Bawumia declined or not, is none of your business. You people were expecting the election to be chaotic. But since that agenda didn't succeed, Now you people want to put in all manner of unnecessary things. As for us, I'm concerned it was peaceful. Now, and go and focus on your own NDC. That's where the challenge is. Look at the strength of Ken. Look at the strength of Ken and Brian. These are big men. And you thought Bawumia could have won 80%. The Bawumia team is very proud of the percentage. Cash. Wafa, good afternoon. Wafa, leave Dr. Bawumia alone. Please, we know that you hate him. And you are not God. Dr. Bawumia is the next president in the name of Almighty God. Nathaniel Brown McCall, or say, you've lost from Earth to different planets if you are still here comparing this generation to the 2000 in terms of the political style. Umar Abbas, Assalamu alaikum Mahmudu. We in the great NDC will always stand with Johnson Asedin Ketia to be the next candidate. For us, is the reason why the NDC looks attractive, is the reason why the NDC have a massive majority in parliament, is the reason why Nana Jane became a vice president, is the reason why Haruna became a minister, is the reason why Atufuasi became a minister, so on, so close to Johnson, so on. No one comes close to Johnson Asedin Ketia. He's our leader, and he'll continue to be our leader. Then Ebenezer Mafu said, you are 100% right. And it's very unfortunate the MPP is still thinking colloquially. Manoba Stephen, hey, Dr. Mache Boatin, Wapa, ADAKABRI. Afa Kennedy, Openi Odame, and the rest are still on their grounds, strongly fighting against Dr. Bawumia. And I ask myself, why? But the most grateful thing is that they are not God. And Manoba Edibaye. Ragnar Lovebrook. I said, this man knows nothing. He's speaking with emotions, not facts. Dr. Bawumia, great statisticians predict and yet fails. We are giving the NDC real showdown come 2028. Forget him. New nation. Whether about voter region routes or they don't need it. Agenda men. And Kashkash now, Dr. Amachi Boatin talk like whatever from his mouth. What if I tell him, MPP started all the projects. Useless journalists like you, Wafa. Hey, everybody has a mercy. Yeah. Nyaku kodro na tolerate to each other where you can enyo hute. Jatem di dia basa no. Nse muhunu na hudie no. Na wo kan we no mapewasem. SK Frimpong Abroka. MPP party hasn't seen anything yet. Unless they use juju on we the voters. If not, then 50 years in opposition. Apia Stadium will even win Bawumia. Emmanuel Kwekuyamwa. I say, good afternoon, of ADAKABRI. Please tell Dr. Amachi that he should continue living in fool's paradise. But let me give time, the reality will expose him and his scamming government hypocrite. And now, what do you buy? Isaac Granting. Was it good afternoon, of ADAKABRI and your panel? I believe very well that soon of ADAKABRI will start the campaign of Honorable Alan. Now that MPP has elected H.E. Dr. Bawumia for the flag bearership. Thank you. Hey! And Mike Akwesiwatri, tell doctor should keep quiet and think about his own business. And Lord Nati, please kindly inform Dr. Bawumia that we don't want Napo as vice president. Better bring Brian or total loss. And Odibaye. Now, what's so no? What you saying? Minia.
Papi.
Memuatrase.
Jose Daddy.
Amachi Boatin say John Dramani Mahama wo bobo MPP pu.
Now when we are get old trouble san.
Dada no. And dada some about two of the National Democratic Congress at Nasi. Benjamin Esari of the New Patriotic Party Subeba. Richard Suma of the Deputy General Secretary of the United Party so beba. The world trouble me this yet one no. And the meeting one no. And enche onya mentwa mom biem.
Eno de.
Enche onya mentwa mom biem.
Oba so ho ye de.
Oh, me ho ye we urade.
De nyame ase.
Ho ye we urade.
Last week mum anopa show mum na me buy.
Aye.
Ntimi mawia.
Okay.
No be so pay. Nti ye nkrofo mama obo no homodin because na me hu say the regional minister for Ashanti region or address otumfo say enyame pa o mampanyi Sofia Kwentumu ba obeba na akọ aprobo Ashanti region na wacheche nyuma ye buy so far so good nuama ya ye ne nuama egu kwan so a ye beye na me no ka say assemblyman for mo common fund so no area se ho no no account alert na a click enti atum anka me bra ben e be me fishing bi anko be bo white wabo pink onia mo trinkwa ti your mama tun say obo no humodi and it's my prayer say nyame be hye ne den nyame be ma na honde ne adwene kase na adwene mpo a woni trimu a timamufo no eto abama no ye betimi a execute say entimi anye ni nyina mpo kra entimi ye majority na timamufo no ye hu han ye mo because ene ofa krom a ohu so obi nwinwi ana se obi buefu otimu se sere aye amanfo eni so ma because eni daso ana ye wo a ye kwoto abama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no otimu so obi enu no ho obi obeka so wenu no ho ne ye MPP fo a ne enkomo pe anya amaso no pe omo pe no nko ombeka so enyom de ba no mom no eno no omo de omano na eka ba eno no wo makuma mu no omo de because ewia we me call campus na me to eduane ana me bisa lady na oto eduane se nti sia na edwemu te sen oso oye MPP ni mom de na mom so far so good na edwemu ye because unlike at first no okoto eduane na ana okoto emu na de be chube ko na etumu na at so far no prices no stabilize na empire no mo bo se enuama so beti more nti se wa wo ye calculation permutation and combination elective mass anti wa hwe se de bia enuama edui na se nkodu 2027 2028 na se enuama so atiti se hu te se high sensor ti wa ka enyo bi na wo so ka kire wo se ya no betra ho ekiri ho no ma che esua de because
wait Dr. Baumia
na Dr. Baumia edem bi no de beba because me kai 2024 na me no be ye argument one of the MPP communicators here argument and also ewiase no ye bo abrabo ne koyeni menye se ye bo koyichi enti se ombe fa omani efi bebi a omani ye koyeni na se prices of goods and services akonenim na inflation akonenim na exchange rate akonenim a enye ade adebone na bisa ho one simple question say enti nka so ye be fa fi bebia omudu kodu ye no na mum anko nanim na ekonechi no enya amanmu papa so it tells you say baumia ba ni campaign no what exactly is it going to be centered on because economy na ode nimu no aye beji fi ni nsem no si aye economy na na aye fefefe di say oba fofra ya ye ne wedding enti baumia no onya message bi potin a de beden obe campaign on ba me one thing na me bompa de bia me pass me bompa me so na juru se me bompa a me ka nyame ne se omwa the NDC government na yentimi mmadwuma nsi it doesn't matter the candidate e be ba nyehia ye se mandate atimamufo de share yensa Ghanaians de share yensa no come 2027 2028 ye ko na ekwa aprobo na eka so modi o man ne share yensa na ye share bo say ye deliver say mumma ya another chance na ye nko mo a timamufo no benye gidie wo ye mu say oh yeah they share NDC for nsa omo ni ehwamo emom omo bo adwuma na menesi because be bia na oman na kodu anka cannibalism pokra ya ehwresi oman ni mu a ye beji fi friend say MPP fo nsem no yetimi aye ni yie amatimamufo no friend say ebo ato omyem enti enne niame mesere MPP fo no say omfa notebook ne pen no mo nhwe hawa yesu bu oman no na Kennedy de akoye se wa hye ongo emesi Kennedy baomia ongo na no ma hye nenso de so baomia ba because ono an track record na de be judge no because on to me ka so ye mate so safa sa slogan na that trench so ono no oye mate enti na on count na poka no se na po se at cabinet no ono pe any the only person asabi no ye nyansa for what cabinet enti so ono pe na oye friend se nyansa ni o cabinet dia na 20 million economy ni because ono dey share nsa enti me nia mesro omo ne se nia me de ne se omo koye no se bi mpredu asan yante so obi atua nanom on se do ende me bo omo abaso ene police for abaso se no obi anwo omo hu skan do obi mu gya so truck akra de normal enti MPP for de me ye sure se ombetena ho ache MPP for ombetena ho ache enti omu nsua de enti yebu oman ne se oman ne esia yebu oman no na so oman no kwenanim na obie ni gia na at the end of the day no ya momu try akakra mo ma befom na ahwe se omo no ebekwoyie anenkoyie but until then there NDC for ya gi government and yebu ni yie there ye bebu ni yie na ye fene sen UPP meboa UPP is that what the plus aka ho na plus ne ye den exactly UPP for the nti UPP there yeah omo nsho ho na eja omo mo defense ho nim santi say the way omo bono no nti eno na ebesere nti MPP for there mate say mirakrabo age ka say the first so obi elusu ni nche say running mate slot no obenye bie mo pa mo fa na pomra na pon so ba de ebe me de because obetoto ayampia sa na ye do no angasa ne nsem e de ajeje no but until then we have only one mandate as a political party. We have only one mandate as a government. Na mandate ba kwa ye wo ye say ye be make sure say timamufuo no omakuma beto mu yem. Ye be make sure say exchange rate na be ba for more, inflation na be ba for more. Na yetimi create more jobs for the youth. In as much as yentimi anye ni nyina mpo kra na at least 80-90% no timamufo no akuma ntimi ntom yum. And I believe say as a political party that is what timamufo no on election day so mu queue na so mu to aba. These are some of the things that they are expecting say gidi aye wo a political party me aye ko to aba ma no onye sa nneoma ba ku mienu we enfa den enfa mayen because ohwe big pusher cut across the country ni nyina ekoso at the same time enti afiwe kwa na wiye no na ye rose na those days ya no for so a year of road na be wie na yen road bia o mo construct ye no yen declare say a year of road about mu say big push no ekoso wano these are some of the things that setimamufo no on election day so mo sorry anaju dosium ekokiu e de abo ni nkwadwa de CQ mu na so mo to abamawa. These are some of the things that they are expecting. And let me know can say boys and girls ya omanya admission to your tertiary. Bebre na omo apply for no friend saying no stress fees no sisi a eba ye betua ma omu nyina na omo education na da omo animu so no omo etimi achieve. So these are some of the things setimamufo no ekokiu na omo to abamawa. So you can imagine say ye ba bem so far so good. Ya no for omo try as much as possible so omo per scandal. Because and your friends or mampenyi Dubai omo tun sa friend no man ka say charter flight the man so ma fa no pokra no omo ye your friends say jandam say mama a charter flight. So you see the MPP as a political party no me say still na omunsua nneoma baako bi a ekoso omu defeat no ene timamufo no each and every one has information at their fingertips enti untimi nto jandam bia mfa ngu wiem say oh say na eko people will fact check and then tell you say asema okay atro nti da make note say nti yen as a political party there meaning say internal contest no be started very soon because come 10th of this month which is February you know started registration to match nti from no na branch election beba constituency election beba na region na for the national so then unity nti after that no na ya hwe the flag bearership no nti until then no your main focus ni say you be deliver your promises na you make it to the people the good people of Ghana no eno ene ye ni da so bakwa ye hwe say you be make sure be nti Mahmoud Baumia de Matisse Oka so 3 years is just around the corner enya about the 3 years now around the corner uni legacy be oba be prove so oba be something different because what shall we share when you were in government nyam a oka
manimra me can be
emfa
manimra me can be
enti
manimra me can be
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
nana sare
ofa
uko yi candidate you say ese no obo no
ofa me fa akonya iso na me nchia osronko me nchia atiefo ni ahwefo a omo agebre na omo hwe ye no mutie ye wie yi eda omo asi ye pa na ofa me se me kakra etwemu ni na New Patriotic Party amanyuku ye nhyehyeye se ye kwa koyi kandinia obedi yanim na ye de akopre to me 2028 na nyame adom ye starting to abonum na no na eda mpanimfo hye se ye mfa nkoto aba no na ye Saturday we ye atwam na nyame adom ene mo mpaibo ene mo futuo yetimi akwakoye elections no ama asumdue mapa abayie ebefa kwanya so ne ada atu ahenefo ene esi ahenefo ewo the New Patriotic Party amanyoko num ne abomo adomo ase abomo abaso se omugina painting na omo hu se party no at any point in time bia no omo nye mistake ne se fata ene omo beye na enyina ya kambom ne akoto abayi Dr. Muhammadu Baumia se onsanto aso na oncorporate me no farmer party no eda omo nyina ase ofatitru minuanu mo ame no mo studio ha Richard ene mi senior man da bia no afutuo ne mpaibo a no mo bota machi se doctor betimi awini enyame adom so doctor so awini ntimeda o mo ase ye pa na ne kese pa no enkoma me constituency Trobo constituency in fact meda o mo ase ye papa from polling station executive electoral area coordinators constituency executives former constituency executive former members of parliament former MMDCs and then council of elders and patrons jumadia omoye de tie echi wo Trobo constituency ama inkunimdie aba e wo Trobo constituency in fact ayade a ebebo Trobo constituency aba so ye pa nti awie ide se Trobo constituency for temenka na meda wo mo ase mebo wo mo aba so se ne wo mo aye no ayade a mani so ayade a Dr. Muhammadu Baumia ne party ase ho ni nyina na ayade a ye ni so ye pa se omo akere wo dokese ede ama Dr. Muhammadu Baumia nti yeda omo ase pa yie na titiri no nso no mpanimfo a omo gina ye omo ne Dr. Muhammadu Baumia gina ye na omo nyina accept defeat in good faith omo congratulate the new flag bearer elect ye papa Dr. Muhammadu Baumia na omo nyina pledge say omo de odo ne nkabomu ebe ye dwuma se ne ebe ya yebetimi akogitumi ene ya anomfo nsem omo keka okurum ha a ene yedi nyame asem etwitwi fam edi nyame asem eye business na omu nso use data and science enso omu ya na omu de akwa nyame se nyame na eyi a kire omu ene omu nyina anim ogu ase amanfo na omu hopes ne se obi kura de oka se o prophesy se ade a yebebọ ma abotuo ewo some of the regions na ye market se bebem ofani nyina amam nti ene ye hu fake pastors a omo okrumu a fake prophet a omo okrumu a omo ka asem a ndi kwa se yetie omo nsem na omo ka no because sebi o eyebosire mu ka a enye nyame bia na ne omo akasa na emum no omo ankasa omo afu ene de omo nam ene sika a omo pe ene omo yesa nti no ebebo Ghana fo nyina abaso ni abo Ghana police abaso so omo nso hwede pepepe ye adwuma electoral commission ebebo omo abaso so omo nso boa ye ma elections no e call jojo em say New Patriotic Party amanyuku say ne MC kan ye nye mistakes da say ye kwa koyi kandini ebre bia ne enhyehyeye ne kandini a ebeyi no amana di party nanim nti no da omo ase omo start a omo pese yakwa koyi Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia nti hwe NC no omo start e preach traba we di bewuram na mo akwa koyi we na mo anye we na meba mitie ye papa amache ewo kumase keka nsem haban bie ni wono mo a obedi akonwa no so a ba bi ofri anase ne stronghold obetimi aye project bi ewo ho nyina within the term na obeba na enye possible ye ka ne kese pa voter region a stronghold of NDC enso ye wura kofo ba ye project a oye wo voter region na nya asem ketwa na obi a hwehwe se voter region for your stronghold of NDC ninti no na ka say be a voter region kra no ho no yet say heaven but national cake ni ye chechema wo bibia ye nchechem ko one region sa na ye mra ne tire say wo betena so say wo ye mampani a make sure say wo be share national cake na mo obi anya bi emfa ho say Ashanti region ye stronghold of MPP nti no ye baba mu say ye ni wo other regions na ni ye adwuma bia say ye e wa Ashanti region kwa ni aka hu say ye stronghold na ye Ashanti region nti no expectation say ye more project wo hodo na wo ha eno na gina so ma Ashanti region for anto aba ni nyina mu no ye guide at the maye but entime nye emphatic say asem na ye nuanu bi kan no nokre nti ya anya adwuma wo Ashanti region nti na Ashanti region for no dodo na ankoto aba project aye keka ho asem ofa me bakra na mitie o ebobo project bebira ye papa ye wura John Dramani Mahama eso obeye wo Ashanti region ebi enu onu a all you also obeye nti project so obefa budget na wabobo krum brono a wo so obeye adwuma wo na wunyanyeye no ye mfa no nkasem the same thing ena sika wo no na se wo so wo ye project a o de be ko parliament na o de ahye budget mu so obeye ba beduru ono the whole year and beduru okra wan hwe ana o propose project a wo de share budget num kura no na wa ntimi anye nti ye besere Ghana fo ye besere omo peso omo start na omo preach political tribal sentiment e de begura ye conversation na ye koso no ye besere omo ba bia ye duro no ya tra sa ye be tribal we di aba ye nkomo a ye bedimo ni ade no enya de ye beboa yakoto aba Ghana for na akasa enya Ashanti region for nkra na kasa because enya Ashanti region kwa na eto aba wo Ghana for akasa ana omo say imprempren ya ye duru esefata say ye di tumi no ehye yewura John Dramani Mahama nsa ene ye de ahye ne nsa yewura John Dramani Mahama oba first ene ma oka so obeye wo na ban mu 2012 ebeprim 2016 bebre wo honom a wantimi anye bebre wo me phone yi so a me kasa me bobo kire okra a wo yem behye enso ni nyina achi no Ghana fo asa anya gidie wo yewura John Dramani Mahama mu asa ade na ba abasi akonwa so say onto aso ne 4 years aka enti election no every time bia ne dynamics a ye de call elections enti eno de enya de e befa say amanfo be start e de sa ade na ba be boyechi Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia New Patriotic Party amanyoko na hu say wo ye obi a osefata o nimdie mapa obetimi adi party nanim ami akwa to me obetimi adi party nanim adi unity kese aba ni aka ye ho abomu yie ni akwa hia eye ye nuanom NDC fo a say me no ka say omu hu kotokuroko anom mfa kora anhyem me nua yi te ha ebo no ho asafo hene se niema ko aniema be na akoyie onkodwom na yire na me nya sure so okodwom onim how aye ko market kura kodidwa me no ka say odi kodome market ko kotoku market baby a ye yi je nefuo yi ko ye ya omode market abeka ho ko hona kwhwa de na kokohwe say with the inflation from 23% aba na me no ka say almost 5% ni nyina mu no kokohwe niema boa ayedin a Ganafo esu entimi nto wati fuwe so na me no ka say obi a no ofaka wo pongro edeko from Legon edeko opongro Medina a no otua 10 cedis upon sa watiti fuwe so nyina na nipa no tua 12 Ghana cedis enti the yastic a wo be set and as wo put up down say eniema aba fam ama Ganafo na wo hemfa me no ka say hwe na kuafo da mo aye omo 419 ene omo koko no omo ate apake agu wo kra nso no omo nya sika kra Ghana John Dramani Mahama yewra president onya me koko na gu ayi nya sika kra ne de ato wa be ye Ghana 419 akuafo 419 se wo beto omo koko no bag ba ko 6000 Ghana cedis went me anto 6000 Ghana cedis no omo mfa obone nchew afedie omo 3600 na omo to koko na omo koko no kra no omo ahatawie no kra no omo nya sika mpo no omo de akoto amenne akuafo osu omo bre omo anu omo so omo to abade man NDC because nkontompo ene na ada na omo de kodada omo se na nado danko akufu ado ni tirimu oten ene wo bu akuafo to koko no 3100 Ghana cedis na mo de se mo ba mo beto koko no 6000 Ghana cedis de amakuafo ema akuafo nya mu gidie ekosan like to abade ma mo enne ye to abade ma omo no mo aye omo 419 ama sese kura sika kakra na mo de to koko na nkasa no koko fo no nkasa no farmers no mo koko no ye nya sika nto enno na Ganafo e ka ho asem ti ye de yakoto aba ye yi ye kandini MPP overwhelmingly akwakoyi ye kandini a e kire se Ghana any MPP domu nyina de omu tumi ni ade ba beta na chi ne ye de akwa pre to me 2028 ye da obi obo mpa ye ma ye ase obi ofre ye ene ye me wo field na manfo e fre check up minua Richard say ya no afre ba bibi ekoyi ehwo hu ye ni ade ni nyina ya de a
sare mo ya busia
elfa ya busia enti ade a mani so ye pa omo ana omo care about me ni nyina me de omo ase ya me chiro omo mpa ebo ama yetimi adi nkunim ti ye bo Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia abaso se party national animunyam yenso ye wogidie mapa wonimu se obetimi the unity mapa e de aba party num amanyame ya adoma coming 2028 yetimi akwa face National Democratic Congress NDC as say candidate kura omu nim nipa kura omu de ne ba bedi omu anim se omu mfa nko election enti na no omu propose se ohwe party num leaders nasa enti ka yewura John Dramani Mahama on samra tetem because e yeden so omu benya kandini kura di omu anim 2028 ba o yede kura yewura John Dramani Mahama oso wo mabiem enti monko prepare na mompu obi a obetimi aba be face Dr. Bawumia ni o face Dr. Bawumia ma amuji tumi no oni yewura John Dramani Mahama wa wie na dwuma se monko pe obi a obetimi aba face yewura Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ni enyina yate asim wo field no so ni yakwa kire who is who no enu na hia muni bi enti ye nya bi amamo ma me pupu me keka nsam mfa ye yetimi enya candidate ene wa candidate no kura wo hwehwe kura wunya bie na wo ba ye comparison dia emfa enti ye da obi ase say elections no etimi ye peaceful at the mai of also ye da wase ye pa say da bia ye ba hanom a o ma ye platform no ne etimi de ka MPP asem ne ekoyie ne enkoyie bia no e yade a o ma ya kwanya no me ye kan nso ye do ase ya me nshira pa say ya o ma ya kwanya
Mr. Sari ye da wase pa
that's all for
ave ubetimi a WhatsApp on 050 600 0909 Mr. Suma Richard, Deputy General Secretary of the
United Party. Oh, it's a UP plus. One said there was a UP of old. And the actually said the UP that we have today is an enhanced version, a more efficient one, a more positive-oriented one, not the first one, which is more of a destructive UP. No, that is not the UP of today.
Right.
UPs of today is a very determined one.
And no na say no messages kakra my main kind messages kakra no. Or say hi bro. Hi ADAKABRI dada no one. The old cargo is back. Question is, what is he coming to do differently for MPP? He was brought in as vice president by Nanado and reshaping our economy. But what happened? Disaster. On that important note, power party, it will forever remain an illusion for the MPP for the next 40 years. Papa be sue. And all can't we say. Richard, mientio.
Yo, of ADAKABRI, mamifa akwenya kese wesu na menchia wo na machia wo production team na machia Honorable John Alankojo Chiremante na machia the entire leadership of the United Party. Nama extending warm greetings to our national executives and to all our constituency executives. Any Ghana for omutie omusan share our Facebook so. Mamifa akwenya kese wesu na mi congratulating minua Benjamin Asari. He said Benjamin Asari enyese bia minini yeshia wo NIT FM nti ena mi babeka asema America. Throughout the election campaign na mukwakoyi flag bearer for the new patriotic party no. Almost all the political communicators now for the new patriotic party on both opposing side, especially on the side of Ken and on the side of Dr. Bawumiano, they put aside decency, they put aside integrity, they put aside honesty, they put aside, candor, they put aside everything that defines humanity and went on a rampage against each other. Nyama and seso mube kakrapono na muka basa in the name of trying to downgrade one or the other. I have been here with Ben throughout the campaign. He has always publicly said, he said, Onu de Owo Bawumiachi is supporting Dr. Bawumia. But he has never for once, ever for once went to attack the camp of Kennedy Agyapong or attack the personality Kennedy Agyapong or said anything. Ubetimi akasa asan we papa we kind there. So if that is the way he wants to go about his politics there, then I think he has a future in the political space of Ghana. And Tiene wa campaigning vigorously for Dr. Bawumia. Bawumia nyamincha de wababe di party name abeye a flag bearer of the party. And my hope and expectation is that he should be able to identify the wheat from the chaffs. Omuna omudi nechia omukasa basa, but they will be the same people who will bring the party down. And then they are talking about unity. Maybe Bawumia himself will want unity. But those people who were campaigning for him, who were on all the platform, throwing all the venom and all these things around, can they swallow their humble pies and extend olive branch to all the Ken team and all the Brian team and all the other teams to come on board and work to support them? So they have a long way to go as a political party. So Ben there, yebebone abasu kesiye. Now let me go to my issue. Of ADAKABRI, when a dog bites a man, it is no news. When a dog bites a man, it is never a news. But when a man goes to bite a dog, it's a big news. So when the entire party architecture from 2023, who say they are focused and tilted towards one opaque direction. Says that direction is say kwambiasu upe yepe honorable former president Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia enwana yepe upchumutaya enwana yepe. That is what the party wanted. The entire leadership of the party, that is what they wanted. So the day now we decided and said they were going to do top-down approach was the day that the election was already rigged for Dr. Bawumia. That was the very day the election was rigged. It was rigged in the sense that they knew vividly well, say yes, sister base now. The chances are that our almighty all-knowing we are seeing Sani Nyirashen, my friend Dr. Bawumia there, yes, me and all these things, it is not because everybody in the party wanted it so, but the former president Akufo-Addo has taken a grip of the new patriotic party. Was so pertinent to say the way magnet holds metal, to the extent that everybody in LPP must kowtow to the whims and caprices and not the desire of former President Akufo-Addo Dankwa. And yes, Sadia, you are falling out in line. And then, Yamin Chadie, yet from the United Party, we're not expecting any different result. Because we know vividly well, sir, from the very day that they say they are going to elect flag bearer fair before polling station executive, constituency executives, electoral area executive, at the day they decided to do that, that was the day they decided that it is about consistency. And they are made it clear to us, say, Nana Akufo tried it twice before he got it. Nana Akufo-Addo tried it twice before he got it. Therefore, they are going to present Dr. Bawumia again to the people of Ghana for another 2 terms, another second time, with the hope and expectation, say, Yebemanu opportunity, no, but it is too late. It is too late because now, if for instance, people like Canada, Japan, are to me, general platforms, so it to me can say Dr. Bawumia is a big liar. This is not a jab we throw in the ring. A political jab is about words, and words are in perpetuity. That is why Nyamian Kasahonu said the world itself that we live in was created through the power of what? Of words. So that should tell you that when you throw a word, it sticks and it sticks forever. So now that they have claimed, say, they brought in Bawumia as the economic wizard, the economic messiah, the man who had the silver bullet to kill the vampire, which is worrying us as a country of joblessness, the cedi not performing well against the dollar, inflation was high, import duties were high, everything our mind was skyrocketing. If they claim, say, Mahama didn't do well, so they were bringing the messiah. Nana Akufo-Addo cash say, I am bringing Dr. Bawumia because me economist. Meaning she etimidi onu eba omainu na omainu munjinu awawa too na onu onbebuamu omu konu. What did they do? Obisa NPP ni bia, the only thing they will come back to tell you that we brought free education. And Yami Wama said most of their delegates now, they never benefited from the free education. Because some of the delegates now mukasa me share videos no be on social media no. I ask myself, why didn't the NPP give all their delegates to benefit from the free education? Because Ubemu said these are daft. They don't know anything. They don't even know the difference between a he and a she. But these are people who are delegates. So if the free education they brought could not transform or refine their own delegates, then I beg to differ. Because education is not an end in itself. It's a means to an end. So when you create the impression, say, I've given you free education so far, therefore every problem of this country has been solved automatically, then you are wrong. So today, I wonder what exactly they are going to stand on to market Dr. Bawumia to us. And Timesromu said there is something we say in marketing that speed without control is dangerous. Speed without control is dangerous. Because once you have speed, you must have control over it. If not so, you are going straight into hell or into a ditch. And to the rate at which they have started, say, oh, yeah, drink kind akoyi ye flabera. Yadi Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia Abremuntinu. Ghana Foe, we are bringing you back the economic messiah. Who are they coming to fool again this time round? They are not coming to fool anybody. And yeah, I catch a Ghana force says, so show mu from Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, His Excellency former Vice President. Adebia Mikase. I like him in his persona. Say Oyobia Oye a bit affable. Oyobia Oshanu Dimina, ni posturing, ni Bibia publicly. Nadia, I don't know who say this is an accommodating man. Fine. But if you ask me, who is more radical, who could have brought about some radical transformation into their party, that would have been Ken. But the delegates will say, you prefer Bawumia over Ken. Fair enough. But then again, of ADAKABRI, if they have already brought Dr. Bawumia, we don't know who NDC is bringing. But Ushomwa, if anything at all comes from NDC, now Udi Sabi Alankojo Chemante Etuho, now you choose between the three of them. I don't think anybody NPP will bring has that impetus, has that pedigree, has that knowledge, has that wide exposure, both internationally and locally, to compare himself to Honorable Kojo Chiremanteng. But he is not a subject for conversation right now. The Amimi here at the Deputy General Secretary of the party is to let Ghanaians know, say, since we overthrow Kwame Nkrumah, since we started to practice this democracy since 1992, yetimi asi 400 factories ana yetimi NC 400 factories. We cannot count and say that we have been able to construct 400 factories. I be chairman 2 major parties ninjina. Enti ya catch Ghana for say e kambien kwadia and can let them rest, especially let the NPP rest for a while. Let NDC also rest for a while, but they may claim say oh afena omanya omu first 4 years term omu managing. So we should give them another 4 years to manage the country. Before you can do so now, it will all depend on how your first 4 years will end. Debi me catch NDC phone say, when you inherit an IMF economy, the first year your indicators will be good. All your macro indicators will be good. Your inflation, your import levy, your import duty can be reduced. Your cash flows can be improved because you are under control. You are not supposed to spend anyhow. Your deficit can be brought to the barest minimum. Your trade balance can improve. You are under IMF conditionality, but the moment you exit IMF, one year careful, you go on the same route and then you destroy yourself. And you know, of ADAKABRI, the ebe can say you better NPP for Abaso. So when they went into the last election on Saturday, there were no much chaos. There were no much antagony. Even though there were issues, but at least they tried to control it among themselves. And I have some IGP Abasu and in the police hierarchy Abasu say, Omuna Omaye Juma Akesiano, because the stakes were so high. Omunim said, look, when you go and misbehave at any police center, the law is going to deal with you. Therefore, I must say fear was planted in the NPP delegates to the extent that they had no option than to control themselves, which worked magic for them. So now that Dr. Bawumia has won, is he capable of uniting the party? Is he capable of bringing all the disgruntled people in the party together? All the mad they throw at Ken, are they capable of bringing all the followers of Ken together? Are they willing to work hard to bring all the followers of Brian Achampo together? What are they going to do differently to make sure that he will become an appealing and a marketable person, that we are not only marketing it to your NPP base? Because now election, NPP base was 48%. But when they went into the election, they had 38%, or now they are arguing, so who they will can 41%. Let's leave that and give them that it is 41%. If it is 41% that you had in the last election, you need about 50% plus to win a national election. So what are they going to do differently to make sure they sell him and they sell him well? But as a matter of fact, I don't see anything different like they are going to tell us about Dr. Bawumia. What have they not told us before? And then can Dr. Bawumia have the courage to go and mount a pulpit, say he's going to give a lecture on the economy? Is he having that balls to say maybe organizing a lecture on the economy? Does he have that balls? He doesn't have it.
Hey.
He doesn't. He doesn't, because what exactly is he going to talk about again? What is because you see a Ghana for nu of ADAKABRI? It is not about what you say. It is about when we gave you the opportunity, what did you do with it? What you say, sir, cathedral seminar ewo, it is still hunting them. Kanoforia taya wako joina kosha America on person obeba, it is still going to hunt them. So as a matter of fact, NPP don't have any message for the people of this country anymore. Bawumia can try his best with all the drama and come and talk about digitalization, come and talk about 31 achievements. You turn around and say you brought in 34 policies. The same breath you tell us when you were given the opportunity to be the vice president, you were not being listened to in cabinet. Are we not taking you seriously anymore? Are we not going to take you seriously? We are not going to do so. We will not take you seriously anymore. So at the end of the day, he doesn't have any message. He doesn't. So for NDC, they can say, we are going to contest and campaign on the achievement of JDM. So if I say JDM, Etimi ya adie na otimi making sure that the economic indicators are good. At least we are still buying fuel, at least ACD per liter. Getting close to the election time there. Definitely he will stand a chance, or their party will stand a chance. But they too, we are going to measure them by their own ways. The 24-hour economy, we are going to look at it carefully. The stress-free policy, we are going to look at it carefully. There are so many numerous big push projects, we are going to look at it carefully. The Akukon Kitty project, we are going to look at it carefully. The Codes project, we are going to look at it carefully. The National Apprenticeship project, there are several things that NDC promised us. We are waiting patiently that until 2026 ends, we are not going to go too much after that. But my last point of ADAKABRI, and he said, as of my Ghana and Kasano, what do we want to achieve? Because of ADAKABRI, you go into an election just last year, and yet 2024, and I call it election. And I saw in a new president in January 2025. From January now, we have started to talk about 2028 from January. So as a matter of fact, we have placed politics above the interest of the country. We have placed politics above the development of the youth. We have placed politics above the welfare of the aged. We have placed politics above the welfare of the children. Because any moment we finish one election, we will not even give ourselves 24 months to focus, concentrate, do anything. The moment we finish one, we have started to think about the next 4 years. So at the end of the day, Obenwu say we are not being fair to the citizens. And you have straight Ghana for say, Afiwe, me mayen cap politics one sem de bia. Don't be paying attention to Dr. Bawumia and in the NPP and all the dust that they are coming to throw. They are coming to wage a propaganda war. And this propaganda war must be fought with all tooth and nail. Because that propaganda war is to come and tell you that the NDC government has done absolutely nothing. Yeah, NID is way by. Yeah, NID way by. What was our inflation before you left office? What was the CD against the dollar before you left office? How much were we buying a liter of fuel before you left office? You see, the citizens are no longer caring so much about bread and butter issues. The suffering that NPP is suffering and they will continue to suffer is what Nana Akufo-Addo came to do. Now we are concession speech now headquarters no. I saw Nana Akufo-Addo dancing to a gospel song. A gospel tune but Nana Akufo-Addo osa. Opia wa promising Nyamisi Obesi Cathedral Amanu. I want 8 years foundation of the cathedral no come to me we. Eti na ye bo gospel song am ye obi a me Nana Akufo-Addo kra aka no aka mekwa kote. The same God you promised that you were going to build him a cathedral, that you lied to him, you failed him, Poto. Utimi ye foundation, you cry back and say, what you see foundation? What to amana? Aja amano, and now your gospel songer. Now we go say, yay. Me a nuanka, your gospel songer, mekwakote.
But what has that got to do with Dr. Bawumia winning at 56%?
I am saying that Dr. Bawumia is a prodigy of Nana Akufo-Addo. He's a prodigy. It's a handpick of Nana Akufo-Addo. So we cannot talk about Bawumia and leave Nana Akufo-Addo in the equation. No. Bawumia and Nana Akufo-Addo, they are twins. They are birds of a feather. A pilot and a co-pilot. When there is a crash, won't they all die? Have you ever seen a plane crasher? The pilot died and the co-pilot didn't die before. So when the pilot is Nana Akufo-Addo, former president, His Excellency, now already playing into a dish, we expect him together with the vice president to go. So once you couldn't do anything better, don't come and tell us, say, oh, I am bringing you Bawumia for Bawumia to come and be our savior. When we paraded you as the political doyen, uyi Nana Akufo-Addo free media, Ghana politics, ye. Uyi Nana Akufo-Addo free ma, ye ni nyansa phobia or my way bet me adi or my way according to ye to me the man no ekosi saying.
Anunti Dr. Bawumia, unyi ni say, or no. To be big crowd the court chiwa ubitimi asasano. He cannot. You see, an Ethiopian can never change his color. An Ethiopian can never change his color. He cannot. So what exactly is he coming to tell us? You see, ADAKABRI,
your presentation, but we have something we call persuasive presentation. You must persuade your buyer to go beyond all unreasonable doubt to believe that whatever you are selling to him, it is in his ultimate best interest. But what exactly is Dr. Bawumia coming to sell to us? A cardinal message. Is it the one he said he want to build toilet and for the Zongos and build washroom? Did he do that as well? The Palugu Dam, did they do it? The one district, one factory, where is it? The one village, one dam, where is it? And we are not going after individual, but we are going by your deeds. By your deeds, we shall measure you. So the deeds of Dr. Bawumia, when he had opportunity as the second in command of the Republic of Ghana, he didn't do anything. He started talking about digitalization, and digitalization doesn't happen in a vacuum. And now you can decide to deploy IT, so that instead of you sitting there, you will not sit down again. You can be at your house and program it and be seated in your home, and then this show will still be happening as if you are the one sitting and doing it. That is what we saw. That is what we call technological advancement. Technology must be introduced to bring in efficiency and enhance performance. But if nothing is going on, what has technology got to do with us? And to your best room, we say, and now Ben, it is sometimes me kasa, me pesa me kasa bebre. Because me himself, he wants the best for Omainu, but the Yamiani say they didn't bring the person here. Umubetimia Jinasu, our etumi and marketing power, because we have something we call the SWOT analysis. You must do at the strength of Bawumia, the weaknesses of Bawumia, the threats of Bawumia, and the opportunities. Who share Bawumia as we speak today? His weakness outweighs his strength. Me analysis here Bawumia's weakness outweigh his strength. The weakness are more. And your best room, say and can for me no because share on radio. So you say, bro, Richie, Ejuma na better. Oba no say oh ye ken for there ya jantum say Bawumia winning there ye nyina ye ko tandechi e na say me see oh we ya no ka kire me wechi on say Richie Ejuma na nya better oh. You see Ejuma na ya sua dia gu yetisu no enya better. You know why? He knows within his heart of heart that they are not ready to throw their weight behind Dr. Bawumia, but publicly they cannot say that, because they say that publicly it is going to be a disaster. And next second they are Japan Ebejina platform bisu of my way Ghana say enemy can me supporting Bawumia. The same man you said is a liar. He failed the economy. Then you come and look us in the face at Ghana for I catch yourself and then me supporting Bawumia obetumi afisi economy no onye liar biom and onye say biom. They have shot themselves too much in the foot. Omwa bubo omuhun too much. Omwa yiya omuhun too much. So at the end of the day, no, omuni asembia omuba beden. Ebe kabium. The okikan.
Oh, amanyosem de obia wo ho kwai se o kire na dwen. Ofili bia otimeka. Eno de you can't stop anybody. And then also no I can't grow no ho. Nti menua na kire na dwen a eye, but ono na dwen no. New Patriotic Party amanyoku nso decision omo akwa take no yenim se eno na beboa party na ma party no etimi akonanim na menua Richard NTS say Bawumia has never said it anywhere say at cabinet ne man no kwai man nkasa onka oba bia da say cabinet no na yemfa ni die say efata mfa ma no. Until let me correct that.
No, but the communicator says so.
No, you said Bawumia said. And
the communicators.
Bawumia has never made that comment anywhere. Say in cabinet, no na but you people should get it right that Nanado Danko Kufuado Ghana Mra Edibu or Mino Emma President Bia Peso Bebiano 8 years. Yedi kama 4 years. Se 4 years no so Ghana for no do be since and yeni. No more sa so no more say. O se fata say ma another 4 years ka ho ana. And no Ghana for e de say to me no ejeje na Nado Danko Akufuado. E sa de another 4 years e ka no ho a you cannot compare Yewura John Dramani Mahama, Yewura Alan Kwadwo Martin to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
That was a stolen verdict.
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo enya 8 good years.
Second term no dey we are. Second term we are.
8 years mantra na ye de ma obi ano. E yade Nana Addo enya. Eti no ne wo be kan pie ni we be fa because Nana Addo wa ye na adwuma wie. Yewura John Dramani Mahama a wo kana asemu yi. Sebi. And now why a president? Because 2016, before I got 2016, no, na president. President, incumbent president, now what so? And so many will say, and yet they are Ghana for the 2 million and say, because no musu say, ne modern months any into one concord tenase. Yet the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo buy, who tried the first time we Ghana for us and say, Nana, what bought home modern? Because what modern the free SHS are bread Ghana for my Ghana for nya home faso. Now what modern because oba be dia no. Na ambulance bus what Ghana hanu nyina no. Then rule 1 2 3 up to 50. And then Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo oba no. What the one district one ambulance aba. Ama yenya 375 ambulance wa Ghana ha. Ghana for here so the share Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo animunyam. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo be dia de Ghana for say Nana oba no. Na ye astroturf ye mabru no ebo so ball ni enya skillful players e wo ho no na ye dia ye Ghana dia ye ba akopɛ na private individuals so dia mienu na ye miensa Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na wa ma ye 152 astroturf ya construct ye wie na wo ko almost 86 was state of completion and na ekoso Ghana for assess ni nyina no mdi tumi no share Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say on to aso Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo buy and what timid drone system buy and then now waka will be what tifi do mantemwa a duro kura de beka nipa na ma no wato no no ni Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo de buy ama within 20 minutes wo de ultimate de duro free ha ama ne ko tamale am ye de komo obi ma ye sane yare Ghana for hwe so no mo sade another 4 years no e kan Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eti ye wura
20 minutes free kan ko tamale
drone no drone system say obi ye de aduro eko zip line asem na make what the kwa 20 minutes aduro no nsa beka watermelon sisi a free here concrete sisi a nsa beka aduro no am ye de ahwe yare for na ma no ho ato no eno nhyehyeye no na Ghana for hwe so sade another 4 years e ma Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ye wura Dr. Baumia o medi president o mamu ha o meye president da so you cannot assess Baumia on the record to say wa be president vice president no constitution num no ye man mandatory ayibia wo mu say onyem wa Ghana wa nya no nti ye betimi aka say ye be fortune wo ho say ye man vice president sa vice president adwuma no wa nye ne vice president no candidate an o de boy ye wura Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo sa na tie enti ne obe candidate fa Nana Addo ne obe ka fa ye wura Dr. Muhammadu Baumia hu bia and fly because afei na why na adwen say oba be di president na ye ka obi asebe wo ye president sebe and someone wo kan ya wantimi ani so a meti asesi a metimi ama baako 40 ye wura John Dramani Mahama promise ya wanye wamfa sokora amofem wankate sword kora baako kora enso ene ya ma ne president enye bibia na wo ye president a wo kan wo betimi a wo ba wo be ba be ye wo be ye bi wontimi nye bi so the assessment of say obeka say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo no ni legacy be na Dr. Muhammadu Baumia edeba let's do a comparison you compare sector by sector ni yenhwe Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and ye wura John Dramani Mahama ni yenhwe say why na ba sector we obe perform better wo de won kan because wo de who ni president and our president na nkasa rubenya bi edi na che just how do ho bedwon ya na abekọ NDC eti mo asem no kura de say mo kan me mfa e no ha me kura because mo no aye sa tentewu no hwi ni wonu mo a wo kan wo betimi achieve bibia wo NDC FPP eti wo de wo kan wadwen yes so na kan wadwen no sabe ya yewura Alan Kwadwo Martin Ghana for so benya no
they love him unless he's better than Baumia. Alan is a millionaire. Alan is better than Baumia
on the on self you know first experience and why
Ghana for be surprising 2028
Samuel Batu
the director of protocol
Samuel Batu of the National Democratic Congress in the studios, Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party, also in the studios, and Richie Suma of the United Party,
the government,
the Deputy General Secretary.
Yes,
of the
we are going
United
to form
Party.
the next government.
Now, let's discuss and find out. Say Cocoa, idea, the mainstay of the Ghanaian economy for a very long time. Cocoa pe and I need to me a day in a so called $2 billion. If I'm on it, a bebeton. Na cocoa naturally no, nanka timber and gold. Na I feel oil so a buy. Na cocoa no still a uniform in a year. Na cocoa ba say bag baako etwam 3,000 cedis per 64 kilo bag. Since middle of December, okuakuafo a yegigi wo cocoa nyina no yenya sika mfa ma wo mo. Ene cocoa akrachefo inundated with pressure say omuntimi nya cocoa akuafo sika ma wo mo no. Asha siasa fit ya wuti cocoa no a onye ena waba bedaneka. Ene nti no cocoa no a akuafo no atie no abowo mo so ena omodete wo. Do we know why enti ya cocoa akuafo entimi ani bronya? Na do we know timelines a cocoa akuafo nsa beka muzika? Samobatu mi enti we.
Okay, that's it. Before I'm a the issue of internal.
Adia mamema obi from Rameka was unfa or politics no obscure the major national issue. Ben Bram se wobeka koko asem dia wobeka na emo se wo de beka ba omi asem enya adwuma ben kasa
enya ba omi asem
wobeka koko na asem ana
no that
is wobeka adefo from unka defo from we won't waste the time. We got just about 15 minutes. We want to find out what exactly is happening over 60 days. Yenya koko akuafo sika ma wo mo ene koko akuafo aye krachefo na yanyi koko ni biem omo se fo ade tra ofie fatna wafuom. What do you know? Tell us.
So we be some question.
One cast and foforo so wuntimi nka we ya ma omo aye ready ni nkan ubetimi akase bia wuni ho hwe ka
ben kasa
ben mi ntio
Ava me da se nienti alaka esese yewura yenua batu ekasa no because on the free abem to be honest me dey me.
What do you know? Tell us.
Ne minimum an say yewura John Dramani Mahama ane omo a esese omo tokuafo no koko no omo niska on the beto ne minimum an no se sika ni ho no mo ayede kwa akotokuafo no koko no e de ama omo. So a president no na eso obeyi ano because me dey metia mini anu yie bia ne man say oman no ni sika ye dey to koko amakuafo ani abra ene ye kasa akuafo antimi ani Christmas a NDC fo nso ma ye te ase say Christmas we ye twamu aye de ebi crazy oman mu hanom da akuafo antimi anya sika kra anto akokọ baako ene omo abusuafo kra mfa anya omo ani ni nyina ne say sika ni oman no mu aye dey to akuafo no koko se sika wo hode a adenti ne ento akuafo no koko no om koko no eda so twetwere dem a omunya sika mfanto a omo aye adwuma manfo akobobosea ede be ye ni koko ene binum hyehyɛ dem a sebe omo ayare hye dem a because of say sika okoje bosea e wo bank ede ye ni koko a up to now koko no onim say sa period no ena na ka ye beto koko na ma no hwan ha no no atimi anya bia kwa akotua ne bosea wabo wanya enti oman no president ena say ye wura Eriko Poku ono na eso obekirechire mu kire ye say as to why say enne ye kasa sesi ye nya sika nto akuafo koko enso oba ye no say
so what are the implications say afekua ye crash no onyi koko ni bim oso wa keep koko e do benya sika no aka chose fabra
so small grain no na e ba abekoso because say no what no koko no na so omamu hanom no ye nya sika nto a that is when na omo di koko no omo small grain de koko divu na omo akwakoton because they need money. So they have to feed their families. Enti omo hie sika. Enti so oman na enyan hyehyɛ papa bi ne amfa nto omo no ba ya na omo abrɛ akɔbɔbosia etimi invest enya sika ado koko na ese so omo nya sika no. Na sa wonya omo be small grade.
Ati bibi afre aye koko bodo.
Eno na me nso menti ye. nti na kame expect say minua no free NDC no ebetimi a kire as to why up to now akuyafo ate wo mu koko ahata wo mu koko akobo bosia ye koko adwuma amenne wo mu koko no eda so atwere dem wo mu nya sika nto miwa wo ba no be promise wo mu se koko no sika na ye to no kura asu a wo di bi be ka ho dada no kura na wo ho na obeto ye no se koko ne twetwere dem a yenya omunya tofo omo nto so the fact ne say yenya ato sika nkonkoto omo no ba ye ne kire say oman ne yeni sika ye de beto koko no enti sese no kuyani bia kwaye obefa so ono nso obeton ne no ba ye no ni koko no na wonye sika de ahwe na busua no obefa so enti ene no bo nso obefa kwati kwai no omo di koko no koko divu ano omo akwa akoton na de bia no kodivu ano omo grow omo economy no when it comes to cocoa sector no omo grow na ye mom no de ye te kofam ani kwa asem enti aban ne mra mekire mu kire ye se edi enti na kuafo ado omo cocoa na up to now ye ntimi nya sika nto omo no ba ye ne ma omo na se ebi hyedam omo wu ebi no hyedam a omo akobo bosia omo ntimi mpie na still yewure kopoku ni yewura John Dramani Mahama up to now ye meka bibia wo ho nkire se as to why omo no ba na omo koko ne twetwere wono ma yenya sika mfa nto koko ne mo nto omo ye ti ase enti se changes are yesesa wo mamu anenu
make strenuous efforts to make contact with Cocoa bot quite unfortunately no omo emfa call no saka data communications na we need information. Select Committee on Food and Agriculture. So no idea no maka.
And yes, of our bomb woman, na ye TB be free or more. Because you empathy a baby can't send you a handma, ye need facts no. Now what and I know so you will not even allow us to make those comments. Abra yen craft facts.
2025 no, yaje syndicated loan and answer ye proper ya who see betu koko ni enya challenger na. Richard.
Yeah, ADAKABRI, I feel that these are very, very, very sensitive national issues. I say why? Because me say no, because I'm from the border. I know vividly well. Say say for there. See, I done gay between the immigration people and then the cocoa farmers within the community there. Because like they are saying, nobody is buying the cocoa for them, so they are taking it to Togo to go and sell. And to ADAKABRI, I know vividly well said government used to take syndicated loan. Before the cocoa harvesting season comes now, and now the cocoa buying season comes, I buy Ejisika now or no as supply to the off-takers no. No more ako to talk cocoa ninyina e dey akogu sheds. Then it is moved from there to Tema Harbor for export. But I am sure that they have not been able to get a syndicated loan. And Mikhail said, no, they were saying that instead of taking the syndicated loan, they'll take domestic bonds, they'll take money from the local banks. So, to me, then ato koko no, koko no, to me, etoma amanoni for nowhere, no money ska ediatiomo. So, ADAKABRI, I don't know why government should not be able to buy cocoa because there's no fall in the demand for cocoa globally. Ayebeka say ebia Kabri ni kika honi all the international companies no obia ento cocoa raw cocoa no bio. Therefore they are having challenges with raising capital buy from them and export. But for ADAKABRI, all this brings down to the argument say we don't add value to our raw materials no. We ankaye was sufficient cocoa processing factories e Ghana ha. Why should there be a backlog? Why should there be a problem? People are not getting money to pay for the cocoa that people have grown. Because don't forget, say, on my way, Munu, I can bet my last bet is that 50% of the populace, they are into cocoa farming. And I say, 50 crapo now, at least 40% of the people are into cocoa outgrowing. And if they are growing cocoa, now yen to me talk cocoa no there, ayasem. So for ADAKABRI, let's leave that to government communicators and government leaders. They should come and explain to us why is it that 60 days people have cocoa harvested in their rooms and they cannot sell it or they cannot get money for it.
Say a year crash, you know, waju cocoa in the instance middle of December, early December. Onye sikari ma wa was watching on, and I could do stage after what can't say. wo de keep wa cocoa na me de kakra na wo me wa me nya sika ma no me gusu
the value chain na no from the
that was keep cocoa we fuom hono no. What are the implications?
The implication is that they will go bankrupt. They will go into debt because bebre no edge sika. Bebre no akobo busia, bebre no mo kotio mo call school fees. O mo kotio danka, bebre no kasa dia koko for na say no they impregnate like 10 women at a go. So bebre no kasa krapo no, bebre no ebi o mo yiri kra e wo ward sia. O nya sika, okoyi ni ba every hospital.
What did you say?
Why is that what's the
Go farmers no be you.
Oh yeah, same now. It's true. It's true. Cocoa from the brain now. They have like 10 wives.
Or what 10 wives need they you so Obana as the head of a business unit. Well, we're full base at 10. No, but we are national we are.
And it's only way that that 10 in at the same time as a pressure.
Let's say what you cocoa.
What you cocoa no sana abanso and talk cocoa na. Enya galam say no be kwa koye.
Mamene, a member of parliament for Achimswedru and a former member of the select committee on food and agriculture.
Okay, good.
Kennedy Osenyako. You must say, a henny free bar, Yakudru Sastage, we say. Honorable Senyako Yamaha.
Yo, Major, you're ADAKABRI.
Now, what is saying?
About the other man,
Now, formally, over food and agriculture committee, so now. Select committee more idea what's happening at the cocoa board headquarters to the extent say beginning of December last year and about say cocoa akrache for energy cocoa no na omu nyes kan fa mre akuafo no I could do stage I escalate say minye sika mfa ma wa efri na ekro no oti cocoa na utu a partner wa fu mo memfa ma na what the breme na me sika ma wa abaye pressure on me ehe na free a ya bedru sa stage
yo you read that ADAKABRI you can na menchia otri for na na wase na menye a small correction bi me former deputy minister of agriculture in charge of cocoa but not the member of the committee of parliament na leche wasem na obusa me dey me fi say some radio our hosem ma cocoa akuafo wo omemu ha na da bia meka se enoma omemu ense ye be ya amanyosem as ye de ya amanyosem a ebe ha ye mpa adachi ni ekuasem esikasem ni ye fam wo sem sa nyoma mi no sen if is a saa nyoma me nse America hu nyina sem da bia yenya yankasa yetumi no anase yenya na dodo ni efiri ni de ebeboa ana de bebo oman ni bra no yenya edifiri amanone na amanone no esan se nya Ghana fo na tewo a ekire se ne yen ton no yenya no nti na eye omo amanone no be determine ekwan a yen fa mfa senti no so wo memu ana se we politician aso wo de saa nyoma me nsen ebe yo amanyosem a da adwaman so ye na bibesi no aban no ohu ba kirewo na ebi na esi wo sha abanda da no wo twem na ye na nado dan kwakufu ado apenso koko no ekosoro eduani ni ye kakra obi ani age for the first time die ma aban no tumi ehihye koko bo a na eye koko akuafo na nika na bo no wosoro to koko akuafo no mani so eso amanyosem ti aban ya woso yi emra obo ntoa eye 2024 election no o kan sem mebre oso nhwe ba bia koko bo no abudu a ense senka eye nanado danko akufu abo ni MPP aban eso mo ton ana mo ma koko akuafo no se sika no krom de mo eso mo ma no ma ne brosa amen chadio Ghana fo nso tie ye eye Yura Mahama ene na manyoku MBC ekaaye akuafo ni tie no mo de tumi ne ma wo aban bai koko bo no or they just 100 cities per account.
From 3,200 to 3,300 per bag.
Yes.
It is.
A boy, I'm the shaft here. I'm the calculations in India. That time, I'm almost about $7,200 per ton, and I don't see a cotton. And when some of the banomia calculation in one, actually say, Omuma, a year Ghana, cook here, you know, sa bag back over 3,300. Now, and the cocoa boy, and nine, a collapse. A pure free side, now I know because it's around 4,300 or 4,400, thereabout, I think so. Now, Obi, I would have free. Odi 7,200 na ayo on share. Na price na tumi collapse sa. Na nyama no semwa. Anka abani betumi aba da catch say yede sika say ne yede ye calculation obi ahwe a aba fom. Eno ntie nyina ye moa na ebo no. Yesu musu hu ye mobo ne enti so. Ba esa no nsama abani catch de kokwa akuafo ntino. And na price na collapse no. Okuntumi nka reinvent eye kuko kiere no na ban no so okwa sika no when difference no okofa firi he say even kura say koko no $5,000 your friends dollar per ton no that's $2,200 difference aban no okofa sika no wo he no dia behim that is say aban no ankasa ebon ho ka odi bon ho na ope sika no da ho tia koko okuafo no ebo no a odi o mo hyase no this one's aban you seem to na banda dane kono otu anamo bi ananka ban fufuri bai ke bi odi so a nka no mpompo betumi agina so ama kokwa akuafo ne hu first no na ki yakwa ama no ne ko bombesia yesi syndicated cocoa syndicated loan ne ya abeto kokoo no ne de ko ya bombesia ne sa ate ya gotu ba bi no na che so ma ne ho meti kokoo do kura so ho meti kokoo board mpekefo trans say yan fancy chef fufuro bi mra ebia ebetumi aboa yan yan fo bob be fin ade bia pressure be bu yeso ti de ebe yenu ni yan hwe kokoo omo to kokoo akese no wo mem ha yo companies akese a omo no to kokoo no yan hu won be identify won so omo ye be ensia won so omo ye be nwotwe omo ye be du ni akachiro om say ye pese ye ton ye kokoo afie ye pese ye ton bi abe 500,000 metric tons. Inti musa ni pebi. Dudu obi a obi a ebe hia bia no. Mo mfa mo hu sika mena mo advance sika no. Inti no mo ye local forward sales o. No mo nya forward sales no mo ko amanone ko bobesia no. Mo ye the local forward sales. Interest bia ni. Inti okoje company ni sika no a. No de abe no aba beto kokuru. Na de aba we ba anwo ye ni say oba no say esa kokoo omo to kokoo no mama kokoo board sika no mo Ghana no omo sisi kokoo akuafo ene oman no enti omo de omo nya saa hihye bi bio na mo mpese omo introduce bi a fe no sport sales no sport sales no kire say omo monitor price na price ne airco suru na no mo ton na de say omo nya sika no ma dwen ni say kokoo bo na airco wa sa no ebekwa mana kotra bi abe 10,000 to mi say ya magana for kokoo akuafo edi $7,200 na dia calculation se ko do 10,000 bi ene ye kokoo board ni aban no kre benya so mfaso enene adwiri egu me de me fa nkwa ya amanyo sem te se de ya omo de ye no na emum omo nya kukuduro na omra no mon kan se kokoo akuafo se ya na yesese abo no ene edwama eso no bia ndu dia kosi ya dwumi nya ho brele ti ebesrem sane da ewo soro ye mam bo a ni so ena ba fo munye nyina ye so emu na ye nsu yentumi ntrebo no so na muntumi fa mu kokoo ne mra ma ye nto na no na sisi a atwere obobo a omu hu se ekwan a kokuduro mbenya ombekwa akoka na koko akuafo no kura ba beti o mase o mu ntumi nya kokoduro no na me de menim se ba bia duru no eso mu nya kokoduro na omuka na
je say rumor na sha ase koso say yate koko 2000 cedis per bag yate koko 2000 cedis per bag it may be true
me de me ntumi nka ewura adakabre menim sa ba na koshia akoka bibi sa dia me ntumi
because mmeruafo no na sha ase mmeruano na sha ase say yesi yate so mmeruwa mienu over the weekend ewo uti awrekrum achinyi yesi yate so na ante it was me the still I invest can mame mepe randi ni ebusa no mepe efe say Sam Jerome ni ebusa mo na ehia ma se
no musawo
yate
no kuro mu a on be ka kire wo ye mintumi ensisu dua nyina ha nka se abaye no se makote bibi so ana se nyanya ye biasa na emum me ankasa magene na me share se
ana wadwene mu no free senke wadwene mu benya nkomunya kokodu ankomo nte so
nkom na ye ura dakabre o ma anya ne sa o me ne den se ya price na wo de share no a wo de tua wo de ama koko kuani no se o de bag ba ku bi abema no 3000 eye 300 and then that one jama so no $7,200 na ate aba 4,000 plus the difference na kana wo gbagu wa no obe den no atua koko inso akua for the bar na beba e de koma koko crash for no so omonto obo kwa koko crash for no so hu kwan o meba so o meto no if is a sports sales na koko board sales so o kwaye no se fi a untumi nkwaye biom if is okwaye a o yes ka no obehia no de ba be ya go
me fancy ya say e fancy ya ni ku so mo yada asiri nchirimu ade amayen na wadwuma so awoye ma Dr. Baumia wachim so aduro no onko afa bye bye
MVP na wini
matemu right entino sambato afido be kam yapon
yampon
anti to be kam biama ye screenshot akoma mpani for the yampon mate next time do musu ana ma camera kem
me ofada kabre e ya sen
osi ya pon so
ofada kabre yes cocoa asem we there but what I'm hearing now about the decline of cocoa on the international market, comparing that to how much government promised in there, then government must swallow their humble pie. No more resolve issue na almost you around the abbey na say maintaining kan. Once oti radio su oti TV su na ukasa ejumani na be show unsan yo
Farmers Day kura no
ejumani na show unsan yo ejumani na show unsan untu akoko
Farmers Day kura no show
until we get hold of
him akaraditi metro ba na entu aka
until we get hold of him no yet me can be
yo aka good morning Ghana you akoko for aka
of mo yo we are for ni bre
so good afternoon Ghana you pass it down and from Samuel Batu of the National Democratic Congress, who refuses to comment on the cocoa catastrophe coming up. And now, Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party and Regis of the it is Abri we say there. Nah, I said that one.